What's up, geeks and gamers and High Council fans? It's Jeremy coming to you with another episode of the High Council. I have a few guys with me that you might know. You might have heard of them. They're fairly new to YouTube. They don't have a big following, but we're going to try to help them out tonight. I have Jeff Hicks from World Class Bullshitters. He's got a few videos, couple million views on a few of them. I'm a little bitter about that. I don't want to talk about it, though. Jeff, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm very happy. Yes, this video is reached into the millions. I'm glad that you think about them all the time. I don't. I'm always moving forward. I live in the future, not the past. Call me Mike Zero, maybe, but my videos actually have merit. So, folks, it's Tuesday night. I'm pumped to be here for the High Council, my favorite night of the week. We're live. We're all here, and we sent you to a good time.
I heard that. And some guy you might have heard of a few times. He's done a few things you've probably heard of over the years. From comic artist Pro Secrets, the world famous Ethan Van Sciver. Hello, sir.
Hey, how you doing? It's Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I'm Ethan Van Sciver. You guys may live in the future, but I live in the retrograde, regressive past of toxic masculinity, just like Samuel L. Jackson and Shaft 2. Hail to toxic masculinity. How wonderful it is that movies like that are still being made and people are enjoying them in a big way, guys. A huge way.
Yes, that is. You just uploaded a video on that topic. I know Data Racer uploaded tweeted some stuff about that earlier. I got tagged in, so I'm going to look into that and probably make a video about it myself because it's definitely good stuff. We got a lot to talk about this week, guys. The news cycles have been crazy. Ethan, you just did a live stream talking about Kathleen Kennedy's potential replacement. Jeff, you uploaded a video talking about that survey, talking about The Last Jedi. I covered that yesterday, but the thing I want to talk about first is Queen Brie Larson has landed the coveted MTV Movie Award for Best Fight Scene. Now, I am lucky enough to not have seen this movie. I have seen clips from the movie because I wanted to torture my eyes. And but Jeff, you're the only person, no offense, dumb enough to watch Captain Marvel.
Excuse me, I like to think of myself as the bravest member of the High Council who braved the Captain Marvel scourge. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I did go see it, and it was a very forgettable film. So forgettable that I can't remember what the fight scene that she won an award for would be. And I'm not trying to be funny right now. I honestly, she had a moment with Jude Law that lasted about 3 seconds where they did some flips and he was like, control your emotions. Then she broke a dude's hand. Then she stole a motorcycle. And then the final fight was all CGI'd and she photon blasted, Jude Law across the desert. So if that wins an award, guys, I think we got a contender for next year. I think we can do it. We should just choreograph a fight scene.
I know, and I'm sitting there, and I thought about it because I'm like, well, I've seen a lot of clips from this movie, and I remember there was a few fight scenes, but after I heard that it was actually she won over Endgame, I'm like, what fight scene was it exactly? And I still don't really know. I truly don't understand what the hell they're talking about. So this is more evidence that Queen Brie Larson is untouchable. This is why EVS, you're working. Where are you at? Where are you at on your video count right now? I know you're working on trying to catch me. Where are you at?
Well, I'm going to do number 7, but I've kind of fallen down this kind of back alleyway into the world of Tessa Thompson. Who has become Brie Larson's acolyte and admires Brie Larson greatly, thinks that Brie Larson is the future. Here's a picture of Tessa Thompson with her umbilical cord still attached to her head. She was in the audience when Brie Larson received her award and was clearly moved. I mean, I've never seen a reaction. I studied it frame by frame like the Zapruder film. Look at her. She is overwhelmed with joy and pride and admiration for this horrible person, Brie Larson. And I do think that this is going to continue. I do think that more weird women with blank expressions on their faces who refuse to smile, dead shark eyes, are going to decide that the Brie Larson method of attracting attention, the attention that they can't get any other way, is the way to go. Tessa Thompson is the first of many. It is a bit like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, as I talked about on my last live stream. If you've seen that movie from 1956, all emotion, all joy, all love, all fun. disappears. It's not necessary when you've been cloned, when you have been taken over by the Brie Larson automaton maker. You are perfectly happy to save an industry that's never before ever had a woman in a movie. It's now your job to make it equal, make Hollywood equal, so that there can be women in movies. This is the task of these burdensome women that we're now struggling to cope with. And I think Tessa Thompson has taken. Now the problem is Tessa Thompson's movie Men in Black International is an enormous bomb.
Massive. I covered that. I was telling you guys before the show went live. I made a video on that topic last night, and it got like 100,000 views in like 12 hours. I was like, what? I was expecting this to get like 10,000. People are really paying attention to the disaster known as Men in Black, and it's funny because a lot of the problems, it's a lot of production problems. There's a lot of decisions that they made that showed that they were dead set on moving on from who and what made it a billion-dollar property. And it's the same problem that a lot of these franchises, they want to try to recreate something that was successful, but they want to move on from what made it successful. And then in the midst of all of the disaster going on with Men in Black, Tessa Thompson in her umbilical cord, which that was hilarious, by the way, EBS, she's worried about changing the goddamn name to People in Black or Humans in Black. These people are nuts, absolutely nuts. I just don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. It is weird. And the idea of changing the title from Men in Black to anything else to make it more inclusive is the weirdest thing I've ever heard. I mean, Jeff, you know what Men in Black means, right? I mean, it's
of course.
It's a ufology term. I mean, it's like it means there are strange shapes that resemble men in black suits that come and tell you to shut the F up if you've seen a UFO. I would like to be the Man in Black in Tessa Thompson's life and tell her to shut the F up about Brie Larson.
And the thing is I remember the first time I saw Tessa Thompson. I think she was in the first Creed movie also, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and I thought she was fine in the movie. And I saw her as Valkyrie in Ragnarok, and I was like, that chick's pretty awesome. You know, she's really good. I like she has really good screen presence, everything like that. But the more she talks and the more time she spends with Brie Larson, the more she becomes your standard NPC SJW, and it's just sad.
A bad influence. She's a bad influence on girls.
She really is. She really is. And next thing you know, Tessa Thompson's going to be assaulting men that are simply helping her with directions, because that's what Brie Larson does. She's a very bad influence. Very bad influence. Really, really disturbing. The other thing I want to talk about is and EVS, you're going to have to catch me and probably Jeff up on this a little bit, but what's this about Kathleen Kennedy and maybe having her replacement hired at Lucasfilm? What's going on with that?
Oh, we have to talk about this again. This is a weird situation here. We discussed this and how spooky this woman is. Who has taken over for Brie Larson in terms of, Brie Larson is no longer going to be creatively in charge of the Star Wars movies or television. She is taking less of an active involvement in development. Okay, so KK is going to remain in charge of Lucasfilm, but she's going to let go of direct management of the live action stuff. She's still powerful, and she will be for another 2 years, but she won't be directly in the weeds in terms of developing new movies. This woman, Rejwan, is going to create packages and bring them to Kennedy. Kennedy can make suggestions and choose whether or not to greenlight the project, but most of the creative development will be with this woman, Rejwan, going forward. Now, have you guys seen her yet? Do you know?
I've seen pictures of her. And I'm still figuring out the pieces of this puzzle, but she doesn't have a lot of experience, correct?
Well, I mean, she is what Kathleen Kennedy was to Steven Spielberg. That's her to J.J. Abrams. Okay.
Ah, okay.
So here she is right here. Now, there's a weird thing that happens. First of all, the more that you stare at her face, first of all, her smile will widen like the Cheshire Cat. Also, look into her eyes, and you'll see that they shrink and descend into her head, and you fall into her eyes and into her head and into the dark place. just like from the movie Get Out. Okay, so the more you stare into her eyes, the more you descend into the dark place. Don't look at her too hard. Is what I'm saying. Now, she's not a horse face freak. This is not The Horse Awakens. The horse is not female. But there is something extremely unsettling about this woman. And this is again, I mean, this is it's just like the movie Get Out. She's stirring her tea, and you are falling into your sunken place with her eyes. Beware. She is going to be doing horrible things to Star Wars. Obviously, this is not an improvement over Kathleen Kennedy. This is just a younger Kathleen Kennedy, replicant with newer and spookier powers. Beware. It's nice to get rid of Kathleen Kennedy, just like it was nice to get rid of Rian Johnson, but we're being replaced. They're being replaced with, the Game of Thrones losers and this creature, this skinwalker that we see here, this dark apparition.
Somebody just commented. Hang on, it was a super chat. White Wolf said Kathleen's replacement looks like Baraka from Mortal Kombat. That is hilarious. And for anybody that doesn't know who Baraka is, I'm about to pull up an image.
Oh God, here we go.
First of all, if you put that picture back up for a minute, EVS.
Oh, of course I will. Hey, we hope the band guys who are monitoring the chat, let's start doing a little work and getting rid of some of these.
We got spammers. Yeah, it looks like they're on it now. Yeah, these spammers are out of control. Are you guys ready for this? Here's
All right, here we go. So this is here she is.
All right, so there's the image right there. I'm locking on that, and then I'm gonna screen share Baraka, and this is what White Wolf said. Boom, right there. There's Baraka. Oh boy. Good job on that one, White Wolf.
Great comparison.
Yeah, very good comparison. I think that's a very accurate description. So I'm toggling back and forth right now.
Why? They're identical, man.
Yeah, I can't. Honestly, I didn't even know you put up a different image. I was like, oh, I see it now.
Maybe this one's slightly more attractive. I don't know.
Yeah. I was like, oh, the cleavage is. Oh, wait, that's a monster. Oh.
So Jeff, what are your thoughts on this? Is the Kathleen Kennedy or her days numbered? Is this her replacement? What's going on?
Well, you know how it takes me a little longer to produce videos. This week I'm actually putting out 3. So tomorrow I'm doing my take on Men in Black, but Friday I'm going to cover this because this goes a lot deeper. It's really not about a woman taking over for Kathleen Kennedy. It's more about who controls all of Hollywood. And you'll find that there's just a small group of people who are always getting named with making genre pictures and basically nerd and geek culture stuff, and they're just never the right people. They're always inexperienced, or they're very adversarial towards the things that we love and the things that we're going to pay to see, big time. You get these very unhappy, unqualified people. With this woman, it looks like she's only had a little bit of experience. I want to say you can't get worse than Kathleen Kennedy with the Star Wars movies we've seen, but I feel like they're going to say hold my beer, and I'm going to be proven wrong.
Oh, it's going to be so bad. It's going to be so bad, and I don't think we're ever going to wake up from it.
It really is.
It's going to get worse and worse. By Star Wars Celebration next year, this woman's going to come out and start screeching on a stage. She's going to be interviewing Dave Filoni, and she's going to be like, hey, and Dave Filoni's going to be like, yes, we have some things coming up. It's nice that and this woman's going to be cackling like a hen. I can't take anymore, guys. I can't take it.
It is a sad situation we're dealing with. There's no confidence. I give Lucasfilm a vote of no confidence. I have no confidence in them moving forward. I know a lot of people noticed it when I covered that survey that was done, where basically they were trying to say people's politics and sexism is tied to the opinions of The Last Jedi, the people that don't like it. I just didn't even want to do the video, and everybody noticed it. I mean, I started out my video, I said, I am so tired of talking about this fucking movie. I really am. Like, I'm so done with it. But they cannot stop making more excuses. Every other week, there's a new excuse for why The Last Jedi failed. They don't stick to anything. It's just like what they say about the Phantom Menace when they say, oh, the Phantom Menace is ruining Star Wars. Oh, the Phantom Menace is a small minority. They don't matter. Do you understand how stupid both of those statements are? Because they both contradict what you said before.
Yeah,
Either we're irrelevant and we don't matter, or we are making such a significant impact in a billion-dollar industry and a billion-dollar franchise that it's ruining it for you. Like most things, I feel that the truth falls somewhere in the middle. And we only have as much power as these people want to give us. And unfortunately for them, they give us a lot of power. They give us a lot of power over them because they're obsessed with us. They can't stop talking about us. And the more that happens, the stronger we get. More people are wanting to be part of the Fandom Menace. More people are coming together. We saw what happened with Doomcock and Shatner on Twitter, which was unbelievable, you know. And I have invited Lord Doomcock on tonight, but it was I sent the link pretty late, so I don't know if he will get it in time. But he does have an open invitation to join us tonight, so we can discuss that further. And then Jeff, was that you that had some interactions with Mr. Shatner?
Yeah, it's weird. I talked to William Shatner this morning on Twitter, and it was fun. It was really bizarre getting the response from somebody with a blue check mark that I actually knew who they were, because we've had crazy people block us or say shit to us. I'm like, who is, we'll just say who is Chuck Wendig. But no, William Shatner responded. And at first he was skeptical, but if we could raise enough money, he might be willing to agree to an interview. So we're not going to announce anything. We got to talk. We got to find out what we could pool. But it's within it's been discussed publicly about William Shatner appearing somewhere in the Fandom Menace. So you talk about power, the unlimited power we have. It just grows every day, man.
It does, and it's so great, to be part of this and to have so much support from so many people. And like I tweeted the other day, there's no jealousy, there's no envy or anything within the Fandom Menace. It's just when people are doing well, we support each other. We're happy about it. It's not a competition. It's just we all support each other. And like when Doomcock needed help, people come to his aid, and so he was blocked by Shatner, and then I guess Shatner tweeted that if Doomcock fans can raise, what was it, $1,000 is what it was, then he would unblock him. And I believe, and I showed up to that party late, but I believe that it was raised in what, like less than an hour or two or something.
Yeah, less
like
than
that?
an hour, like 56 minutes or some shit.
Yeah, and so it was really cool, man, to see that, and just makes me happy to be part of it. And we're just part of this, just like everybody else. So it's really awesome. All right, so as we wait for Lord Doomcock, I mean, he is at the middle. Where does he say? The center of the earth. And so maybe, I don't know if instant messages and private messages get to him as quickly as normal people, because he's not a normal person. But we will see. We will see. I got a couple of super chats. Let's go ahead and knock a few of these out. Richard Wetfuss says, EVS stream ended a half hour ago. He said he was going to power nap for 20 minutes and be ready for the High Council on time. Well, he made it. Can we get a round of applause for Ethan for making it on time?
I didn't even nap. I took a nice shower. I got dressed so I'd look good for the High Council, and I'm right here. Right on time. I was early.
Yeah, he was early. He was 10 minutes early, everybody. This is a big moment, all right? He did that for you guys. So we're really, really happy and proud of EVS. He has set such a low bar that we're happy when he shows up on time.
Thank you so much. I limbo right under that low bar. I'm awesome.
All right, Logan Michael, anti-Funko Pop, says, pop gay, Jeremy, pop gay. Well, when I saw the super chat come in, I had to go ahead and pull up Logan Michael's Twitter, because I love the fact that he's still using his avatar. When I was streaming at Star Wars Celebration and I had a terrible signal, he screenshotted that and uses that as his avatar, and I think that's fantastic. So
I agree.
You look good.
Yeah, I was the best I've ever looked. It's the best I've ever looked.
I agree with that statement.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is the sexiness is oozing right now. You can't see any flaws, and that's the best way.
That's your Shawn Michaels image right there.
So I always want to give Logan Michael a shout out. And yes, I know, guys, mods, I know you guys are trying your best. I know we're getting spammed to hell. These bots are crazy yet. YouTube's worried about, demonetizing channels just for asking for permission. Like, hey, can you guys tell me how to not get demonetized? You guys hear about this story?
No.
So this channel tweeted to Team YouTube and said, hey, can you guys tell me how to not get demonetized? And I think they said something sarcastic like, should I just put I hate Trump in the title or something? And they responded and they were like, we'll look into it. Like, cause it's usually a bot answering anyway. Like, oh yeah, we'll look into it. And then like an hour later, his entire channel got demonetized. Entire channel got demonetized after asking how to not get demonetized. Then his entire channel gets demonetized. Now, I don't know if there's any updates on that. Memology 101, which is a great channel, which, again, they're going after Memology 101 right now, too. He lost uploading privileges. Memology is always exposing a lot of the craziness going on with a lot of these people. So check out that channel if you want an update on that. He does a lot of good stuff, and I love that channel. Awesome channel. But, yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable. But that's a normal day for YouTube at this point. Mega Jetty 1, I'm planning a watch party. The movie is Firewalker, a Chuck Norris version of Indiana Jones. No date has been set yet, but do any of you want to join? You can tell us when you're doing it, and we'll see when we're free, man. But anytime you're watching Chuck Norris, who wouldn't want to show up to that,
Well, who was that? Mega Jetty 1?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
By the way, Mega Jetty 1, cheap plug. Tomorrow night at this time, we're going to have a Batman 89 stream because the movie turns 30. So we'd like as many people possible to join us because it's an important date. And if I'm free, Chuck Norris, I will gladly join you for that.
Definitely.
Can we do Walker, Texas Ranger afterwards? The entire series. One sitting. I'm there.
Wow.
That would be pure entertainment at its finest form. There's a lot of toxicity in that viewing right there. A lot of male toxicity.
It's the Shaft of TV shows.
That's right. We have over 1,500 people watching. Thank you for joining us. Smash the melee button if you don't mind. That is a simple request from a simple man. I can't be a humble man because there is a humble man on this panel, and it's not me. I'm a simple man. Ethan,
right.
you're the humble.
No, well, I'm peak humble. I mean, you don't have to be the most humble. You can be the second most humble. Okay. Just like Tessa Thompson is only the second woman to ever be in a movie in Hollywood. You could be my Tessa Thompson to my Brie Larson.
I'm not interested in that at all. So.
Hey, listeners, can somebody Photoshop Jeremy's face on Tessa Thompson's umbilical cord haircut, please? If we get that by the end of the show, that would be incredible.
Oh gosh, I'm seeing another Jeremy account, something to do with Tessa Thompson. I mean, dude, I'm really proud that my Z-Car has a Twitter account now. I'm actually really proud of this.
I think they follow me. I saw that.
Like the other day, so the parody accounts for Leia, my puppy, and Puppy Face, my other puppy, they were having an argument on Twitter, which was great. And then the Z-Car gets involved. So the Z-Car parody account and the two dog parody accounts were actually having a debate on Twitter. And I was like, this is what life is all about right here. This is amazing. And speaking of umbilical cord, Kevin sent a $5 super chat that said umbilical cord with smiling emojis because that was pretty damn funny when EBS said that.
I want to make umbilical cord Fandom Menace baseball caps. It'll be a baseball cap that says Fandom Menace, and it'll have a big umbilical cord like that coming out of the back. And we should all wear those to Star Wars Celebration 2020, which was announced. Are you guys excited about that? Are you guys excited about doing that again when we just did it like a month ago?
I mean, I'm excited to meet everyone. I'm not excited to go and see what's next for Star Wars. By the way, terrible weather in my area. I hear the thunder out here. If I die, I guess take it over to one of you guys' channels if I lose power. I don't know. You know what happened last time.
We'll miss you.
Maybe. Yeah, we will.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe
if we
Doomcock will get here just in time. Like Jeremy will die, and then Doomcock will show up, and we're like, "You are the Lord. You are Lord Doomcock."
It'll be an easy move on from Jeremy right there. So we got Doomcock. Who cares about Jeremy? I fully expect Force Ghost Jeremy to show up if I do die. I'm gonna need that to happen. Just for presentation purposes alone. Even if somebody even if he's not available, somebody create that account again and just talk for me, I guess. Lord Marshal Tiberius says, "Hail the highest of councils. May the God Emperor bless you. May the God Emperor bless you. 3. The death corp of Krieg despises the angry, seething ridiculousness of the SJW hordes." Very nice super chat. And I'm not gonna go politics right now. I'd like to. There's some big politics news that I keep getting notifications on. Something happened in Florida a few minutes ago. It's driving the SJWs crazy, but it's not relevant to the show. White Wolf. I got that one. Comrade Commodore, aka Cobra Commander, if you're asking that Star Wars girl, will be listening at work tomorrow. Jeremy, I'm still waiting for the information for that fan meetup event involving no shirts and chicken tenders. You got it, my friend. I've got a lot to do and a lot to accomplish, but first, I've got to get my car completed. Just replace the mass airflow sensor, and there's a couple of little things I'm working on. After that, I'm going to be on the road meeting a lot of people. Raiders of the Lost Flicks, woke in black intersectional. Sony literally tried to sell nothing more than a logo. Most cynical marketing I've ever seen. Love you guys. That is true. So I'm pretty sure none of us on this panel has seen Men in Black International, correct?
I'm not that brave, no.
I'm going to go see that. I'm going to go do a double feature, though. I'm going to go see Men in Black International and Shaft 2.
Nice.
I got to go see both of those movies. Men in Black International, just because I have to. Tessa Thompson is now my new obsession. I have to find out about this woman. I have to see.
Yeah, I considered going to see Men in Black International when I first, saw the advertisements. But then after she started running her mouth and after I saw some trailer, I was like, this looks awful. It looks absolutely awful. With Shaft, what is it? It's getting destroyed by the critics, but it's got like a 95% from fans, correct? Or something like that? Is that what it is?
Everyone loves it. Yeah, everyone loves it.
So it's normal with how it goes. If critics hate it, then everybody usually loves it because it usually goes against the critics' politics.
Well, Jeremy, go to Rotten Tomatoes. Go to Rotten Tomatoes right now and go have a look. I mean, or do you want me to do it?
I got it. I got it right now.
And look at the disparity and then read the reviews, because the reviews read like advertisements for normal people to go see this movie. You couldn't ask for better taglines than the reviews for Shaft 2.
Oh, for Shaft 2. I thought you wanted me to do so. Shaft 2, let me pull that. I was pulling up Men in Black. So
no, screw that. Men in Black. Garbage. Pure garbage.
All right. I'm looking for it now. What is it titled? Shaft 2's what? Because it's in Shaft 2.
Shaft. Just look up Shaft 2019. You'll find it.
Okay. There it is.
How you doing, buddy?
All right. So we've got a 34% from the critics and a 94% from the audience, which tells you that the critics hate it because it goes against their politics.
Correct.
And that's really all they care about. Like it's all about, like, again, they've turned politics into a plot point in a movie. That's what they've done. If it has the political messaging they want, they will give it a favorable score because that's all they care about. So we've got 89 total reviews in, and we've got over 3,100 now. Oh, and those are verified ratings. So that means it's actual real people. How are they going to spin that one, EVS?
Rotten Tomatoes, I'm sorry, you dug your own grave. Now we know for sure that when these reviews come out, and they are all glowingly positive, people bringing their families to enjoy the toxic masculinity. We know that people have seen this movie. You cannot lie to the people anymore. So now we know that all these positive reviews of Shaft are from actual customers. Customers.
Let's see. All right. So here's let's see all audience reviews now. Oh, and I'd like to make a point. And not because I care, because this is something that all of these lunatics care about. How many white people are right there in that picture right there? How many?
Zero white people.
There's wow. How can it have a 94%? Everybody's racist, right? Like, everybody's racist. Every time a movie gets bad reviews, it's all racism. But yet here we have a film, no white people in the marketing, has a 94%. I thought everybody was racist according to these lunatics. How is this possible, EVS? Talk to me. I need to understand, EVS.
Well, there is no non-diversity in this film. Non-diverse people are white males. There are no non-diverse people in this movie. And yet it still, for some reason, manages to be toxically masculine. And the reviews are incredible for this. They are absolutely incredible. Yeah, I mean, look at this here. Absolutely ridiculous. Somebody says, David Edelstein from New York Magazine, a Vulture, says, it stinks to heaven, he said. It stinks to heaven. He says, Tim Story's update, Peter Travers from Rolling Stone, Tim Story's update of the blaxploitation classic is shamelessly regressive. Male dinosaurs again walk the earth with misogynistic and homophobic impunity. These are the laughs, folks. Don't be surprised if they stick in your throat. Thank you. Welcome to the High Council, Peter Travers from Rolling Stone. You soy boy mother effer. This is absolutely incredible. These reviews are fantastic. When they're telling you that male dinosaurs again walk the earth, yeah, it's Jurassic Park. And we're eating soy boys. This is going to be the best movie. I'm going to go to the drive-in movie theater to see this.
Well, and again, I think you make a great point, EVS, that they've done this to themselves now, because now all of the reviews are verified. So now how you gonna spin it? How are you gonna spin it now? How are you gonna spin the wide gap in the critics' reviews versus the fans' reviews? How are they gonna do that? Unbelievable, hilarious. I love it. I'll tell you right now, I will continue to stand by my claim that you can do what you want with your money, and that is your right. And so I'm not asking or forcing anyone to do anything, but I would say I'm going to go spend my money on this movie. EVS, you going to do it?
I'm going to see it twice. I'm going to see it in a regular movie theater, and I'm going to see it in the drive-in movie theater, which is as regressive as I can think of a way to see a movie. And I will be eating toxically masculine popcorn. It's going to be a good time. Somebody, look at this. Midwest Film Journal goes, "Can you bigot?"
so now, and so Jeff,
yeah.
do you think that what if this fan score stays at 95% and the critics continue to rip this apart? Would this mean that the critics are intimidated by a black lead movie?
I think that's what they're saying, man.
It seems like the critics are very, very intimidated because they don't have the right skin color leading this movie, and I'm very upset about this. I'm very upset.
Let me read some more reviews. This sexist... Oh, by the way, these are professional reviews. These are the SJW shill media reviews, okay? Not the fans, not the customers that went with their families, had a good time. These are, the actual people who got to see this movie for free and didn't have to spend a dime. This sexist, racist, and homophobic reboot is an embarrassment and an insult to both the creators who handled him before and the cultural impact that it has made on people's lives. Okay, here's another fellow. This movie expends a lot of energy offering evidence of Shaft's misogyny and dinosaur-like attitude about computers and millennials. The only line of dialogue Jackson doesn't spout is, "Hey, you damn kids, get off my lawn." Nell Minnow says, cheerfully retro, past the point of winking at us, through the point of smirking at us, up to the point of pushing back in favor of toxic masculinity. God, if you don't want to, these belong on the poster. These are pull quotes for a movie. I am absolutely just in awe of this.
So basically what we're learning, and it's not something we're learning because we've all been aware of this, and everybody, the 1,750 people that are watching, you all understand this, but black people, women, they're only as good as the political narrative that they can build around them. And as soon as the narrative is not there, they will treat you and anybody that has opinions that don't line up with theirs just like they treat us. Because they, just like I was made in my post about the Phantom Menace supporting each other, SJWs eat each other alive all the time. They will turn on you in a hot minute.
This is so great.
Look at this. The second. Go ahead.
This should do it, Jeremy. This is from The Guardian. Okay. A strange, angry attack on modernity that feels like the result of a group of bitter heterosexual men griping about the metrosexualization of a younger generation. That's my whole life. That's what I do every day. I got to see this movie. It sounds like Comic Artist Pro Secrets goes Hollywood. I'm so excited about this.
Now, Jeff, are you going to go see this movie?
Yeah, I kind of like Shaft movies. I've seen all of them. Well, yeah, I've seen. Well, there's only like 3 or 4. There's the original 2, and then there's the 2000 remake, which I like. Right. I like the movie. Yeah, I'll go check it out eventually. I'm just so swamped trying to finish, stuff here for the channel. I haven't even seen Godzilla. I'm a couple movies behind, but If they play the old school Shaft theme and the idea of generations of Shaft actors as the sons or whatever, I'm cool with it. So I'll go check it out eventually.
Yeah, I'm definitely. Again, it wasn't even on my radar until this happened today with Data Racer and then EVS talking about it. It wasn't on my radar. And again, SJWs, everything that they try to help, they hurt. Everything they try to hurt, they help. Did I say that backwards? Whatever, you know what I mean. The point is SJWs, they fail at everything.
SJWs are now giving terrible reviews for movies solely because of the lack of progressive content. From what I understand, Godzilla King of Monsters is the previous victim of this. I kind of got turned off of Godzilla. I was going to go see it because I love Godzilla. People said, no, it's a bomb. It's not good at all. Apparently, it's fucking awesome.
I've seen it. I didn't love it.
You didn't love it?
It's not bad. It's just I like the first one better. I just had problems with the humans in it, but the monsters are cool as fuck. I mean, so I don't hate the movie. I didn't love it like I wanted to. You know what I mean?
Well, apparently,
but I'm in the minority. I'm in the minority.
Okay. Well, the same guy who just called the Shaft toxically masculine review, his review says this thing is an unholy mess. Now, what I think the situation is that the movie has Greenpeace types as the villains. That's what I've heard. I've heard that environmental extremists are the villains in this movie, and that is why Hollywood is coming out against Godzilla King of the Monsters. That's why it's got a 40%
tomato meter.
No. The other pronunciation, tomatometer rating. The tomatometer. It's so hard to keep saying, but I'm civilized and I'm going to get it right. Tomatometer rating is 40%, and the audience score is 83%. And the disparity between those two numbers actually says something. It talks about how critics are installing and inserting their own political biases and prejudices against movies that are actually really, really good, or at least audiences are enjoying them because of their social justice bullshit. So 83% for Godzilla King of the Monsters. I got to go see that too if they're against environmentalists.
I would say, and based on the reaction, I mean, again, most people seem to enjoy Godzilla far more than I do, and so I'm fine being in the small minority side of that. But I would recommend anybody go see it based on the reaction that so many other people have disagreed with me on it. I mean, I didn't hate it, and I can watch anything with Kyle Chandler. He's one of my favorite actors. It's got a great cast in it. The monsters were cool. The humans were painfully dumb. That was my problem. I mean, it was like beyond comprehension dumb, and it just distracted me from the movie. But yeah, I see people are going to say they want to see a Godzilla hating Jeremy account. It's going to be created now.
I don't understand why you hate Godzilla so much.
What has he ever done to you?
I just have something. It's just I'm a dinosaurist. You know, I'm against all dinosaurs, I guess, except for Disney's dinosaur. I still like that damn movie. So back up off of me.
Never even seen it.
What are you talking about? By the way, Shaft was just called a dinosaur too. So how do you like that?
Oh,
wait a second. A week later, they're calling Shaft the dinosaur after they pan Godzilla King of the Dinosaurs or Monsters. This is a conspiracy. All of this ties together. I have the newspaper articles pinned to my wall, and I have threads connecting all of them. I'm starting to see how this is working.
That sounds a bit creepy.
Dark Phoenix, on the other hand, let me see what Dark Phoenix is doing.
Dark Phoenix is so bad. God damn, that's a bad movie.
Yeah,
I refuse to see that one.
Oh my god, it's so bad, so bad. I am. Is Shaft out, EVS, or is it coming out?
It came out on the 14th. So.
All right, I'm going tomorrow. I'm going to see Shaft tomorrow, and I will have a review on the channel late tomorrow night. So consider that done. And I will, if I like it, and I'm pretty sure I will, trust me, I'm going to rip SJWs apart on this one. And I'm going to paint them as the sexist and the racist that they are for being so against a black-led film. As a society, we cannot stand for this bigotry and this hatred. I will not stand for it. I am here to stand for the black people.
Thank you.
Glad somebody is.
Yeah, like where's Brie Larson at? Why isn't Brie Larson upset about the treatment of this all-black cast in this movie? Why isn't Brie Larson standing up against the angry critics that
Thompson?
Yeah, exactly. Where are they at? I mean, you know, I'm very, very upset that Brie Larson is not standing for the same minorities that she was preaching for. It's almost like she's full of shit. It's almost like she doesn't believe anything she says. Almost 1,900 people watching. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeremy. I am the host of the High Council this week, and I'm joined by comic artist Pro Secrets, Ethan Van Sciver, and Jeff Hicks from World Class Bullshitters, and we're happy you joined us. Smash the melee button if you don't mind. That is a simple request from a simple man. And make sure you are subscribed to all of the channels in the description and any other channels you want to be subscribed to, because you don't have to answer to us. But Justin says, who would you want to direct a new trilogy? You know, I can't really answer it because at this point, I don't think it matters who directs a Star Wars trilogy at this point, because the leadership is so bad that there's no creative vision anybody can bring to the table. Lucasfilm has already mapped out their social justice narrative for any film that is going to be made under this banner. I don't think it matters. And any director that I think could walk in and put their own vision into it won't, number one, they won't be able to. So number two, they wouldn't even try it. You know what I mean? It has to be somebody who's going to just do whatever Kathleen wants. Did either one of you guys disagree with that?
No, I agree with you 100% on that one. There's really, plus the directors that work today that have their own identity in terms of films, like be it a Nolan or the guy that did Blade Runner 2049, I just don't think they want to be under the control of a Disney-led property. Like, we can give the Russo brothers all the credit in the world for doing what they've done with the films, but I mean, they don't have the same, artistic slant that somebody like a Nolan or some big powerhouse does.
It's true. It's true. EVS. Why don't you direct it, EVS? Why don't you direct it?
Well, no, I hear me out, fellas.
Okay. The floor is yours.
Movie written by Chuck Wendig.
God damn it.
Directed by Yui Bowl.
Ooh, now you're speaking my language, dude.
I want to see this right now.
Yeah. I think it could be good. I mean, I think maybe the two of them will cancel each other out. Maybe they'll check each other's bullshit, and it'll be good. Yui Bowl, Chuck Wendig, a Chuck Wendig written Star Wars film. God,
can we have Creed involved too?
Yeah, Creed would do the soundtrack without question.
This is always a very important aspect of these situations that we have to confirm because it's just necessary. That's true. Nitrium, Ava DuVernay. I would love to see Ava DuVernay get involved and make a Star Wars movie, because the point is to make it as bad as humanly possible. So I think that's what we need to do. Golly, Nickelback is not going to get the job over Creed. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's not going to happen. All right. Scott Stapp needs the goddamn work. Leave him alone. With arms wide open.
Everyone else has left him alone, Jeremy. You got your request.
Good stuff. All right. Jedi Knight. Oh, crap. Where'd it go? I lost it. I hate when the super chat screen jumps around. Jedi Knight and friend to Alita. Kathleen Kennedy got the keys to Daddy's Corvette and wrecked it. That is a very accurate statement right there. Anybody that still is trying to argue that Star Wars is not on life support at this point. I mean, life support is probably a little harsh, but it's definitely heading in that direction. Anybody that's not willing to argue that Star Wars is in trouble, and it's not, like, basically what Star Wars is right now, it's a summer blockbuster. And that's never what Star Wars has been. You know, Star Wars has always been special. Star Wars has always meant something, and now it's just another summer blockbuster that doesn't have any substance, and it's all about this social justice stance that is hidden behind a brand that has meant so much to so many. And I feel like every single day more people are waking up to the reality that Star Wars is no longer what it used to be.
Well, really, did you see so in my Men in Black article, I'm covering something from 411 Mania, and they're talking about franchise fatigue, and they're like, oh, franchise fatigue isn't real for Spider-Man, this, that, and they go, Star Wars? That's another story, and they just end the article like that. So, I mean, even like mainline publishing, or not publishing, but mainline websites are kind of like picking up on it. The Star Wars feels like a chore, honestly. Even if we didn't exist, The Last Jedi would still be the piece of shit that it is. And we are just, as Star Wars fans, it is just a hard time to be excited for anything. Like, oh, we got all these great grand plans. And then it's like, well, the next phase is our theme park, and that's kind of it. Well, the next phase is this. Like, the only thing they got really going for them is like a Lego game. Even their other video game seems kind of iffy because it's from EA. So, I mean, there really is very few things to look forward to from Star Wars.
Yep, it's true. By the way, I got to give our mods a hell of a round of applause. We're getting killed on this spamming, and they are taking care of it. So shout out to all the mods. I know that these people are just creating another account ever they get banned, and so all the mods are doing a great job. Thank you all for staying on top of this. It's frustrating. Look at this shit. Look at this. This is out of control right now. Thanks, YouTube. You're more worried about taking channels down that you don't agree with, but you got porn bots all in these streams. Great job, YouTube. Appreciate that.
Is that porn?
It's all kind of, yeah. It's like, were you having a lot of problems on your stream, EVS?
No, I was having anti-Semites that came on my stream and started screaming about the Jews. Yeah, it was unpleasant, but I had to put more. I hired some more wrenches to come in and throw them out. I didn't think they were bots. I thought they were, people with ill intent.
Yeah.
I got a lot of porn bots on my channel. Like you wouldn't believe.
And so thanks, mods. I know it's a lot, and I know that they're coming in at a rapid pace. So I just wanted to thank all of you for the work you're doing. We appreciate it. And all right, where am I at? Oh, Richard Wetfuss. I will donate if Cecil is the Shatner interviewer. Cecil just dropped a super chat too. So I would pay good money for Cecil to interview Shatner. I really would. I need
talk about that. That's a serious thing because
Mm-hmm.
William Shatner is putting that out there. Like William Shatner saying, "Hey, I'll come on your channel, one of your channels, and I'll be interviewed. I'll submit to an interview. If you guys can raise, I mean, he's a working man. He's a hardworking man. $35,000. Okay, so $35,000 for say an hour of William Shatner's time, where the fans can ask him any questions they want in a video. That's an opportunity, and I think this is a thing. I don't know if we can raise $35,000. I mean, maybe we could.
Oh yeah, we could.
You think so? We might be able to do that.
We're the fandom menace. Come on, man.
Yeah. I think it's possible. But I mean, think about this. Like, what if we could get Mark Hamill? What if we could get? Can you imagine getting a chance to get Mark Hamill to ask him questions on a channel? It would be huge. It would be gigantic. Find out what he wants. He's also somebody who does conventions. He signs autographs. I do believe he would go for this too. I wonder.
I think we can make this happen. I have very much confidence that we can make this happen. Where does the money have to go? I guess is the question.
William Shatner said it's for his charity. So that was okay. So I'm the one that posted the idea or said to him, what would it take for us to interview? What would your price be for that? And that's what he responded to. I was thinking if we could make this happen, what we would do is we would have like Jeremy, you did your live stream for charity or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We could do like a thing where we set up a GoFundMe. It's all on the up and up. Everything's visible publicly. And we say, hey, we're going to raise this money for William Shatner. We put on a show for everybody to get him hyped up. Then I was thinking we could get him with like the High Council and Doomcock and Gary or something and have kind of like just like a fan question thing and do it as a live stream. If we could make that happen. I thought that would be like a really good middle ground because it would be public. Everything would be on the up and up. He could feel comfortable. It wouldn't be like, awkward.
Yeah, I definitely think we could pull something together with some of the, the more prominent channels within the Fandom Menace. If we all wanted to come together, do a live stream, maybe we can, pop in, pop out a couple of people for a few hours and have shifts and raise, awareness for the charity. I'm 100% down with that. As a matter of fact, I don't have a link to share, but I want to go ahead and tell you guys something that you guys don't know about this yet. But so Vito, or actually you do, Jeff, because I told you earlier on the phone. So Vito, who's a YouTuber, if you're not subscribed to Vito, go over to his channel. He's got like, 150, 160,000 subs. And I love Vito. Vito is very interesting, and his opinions are very interesting. He and I actually got in a Twitter battle. That's how we met. because he was talking junk about me. So I responded, and then he's like, I was sarcastic as hell. My God. He messaged me. He goes, dude, are you serious right now? I'm like, no. It's like, but you fucked with me first. So anyway, we're cool. So he reached out to me. He said, why don't we start a Discord? What do you think about starting a Discord for all of the YouTube channels? You know, all these YouTube channels that we are in contact with. That way we can, you know, have an opportunity to talk to each other, support each other, push each other's, you know, content, or help each other, talk about things, algorithms, tips, whatever. And I'm 100% behind that. I mean, so I've got Siobhan, who's the Geeks and Gamers community manager, to work on it. She's very versed in Discord. I'm not, but Discord is a very good tool. I know Mahler and those guys use it for EFAP. So yeah, I think it's a great idea to kind of have like a little hub for all of us YouTubers to kind of just have an opportunity to connect with each other, talk to each other, and you know, if we have something set up like that, then we can definitely pull that together. But I'm game, so we'll talk about it off air, guys, and I think we can set something up. So if you guys are interested in getting involved with us, let us know. Hit us up on Twitter, and we'll talk about it. Yeah, what do you think, Ethan?
I'm against Discord servers in general, but
why?
I don't know. Just bad experiences with them.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
I've had good experience, but I hear you. I mean, I'd like to hear, you know, not you don't have to do it on air, but I'd like to hear what your take is, just so I know. We have one for Geeks and Gamers. I don't use it that much. Mahler is very much a big fan of Discord, and my team helps run our Discord server, but I don't spend that much time on it myself. But it's pretty good for a lot of different things. Get Vito on the High Council. I'll probably get Vito on here at some point. I've had Vito on the channel. Vito's good people. So he's a trip, man. His Last Jedi video has like 5.5 million views. I think his title.
Now I have something to be jealous of.
Yeah, it's like The Last Jedi is a cinematic disaster or something like that. I think it's got like 5.5 million views.
Wow.
So yeah, he's a good guy though. I like him a lot. Sometimes I see him post on Twitter. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, Vito? God damn. But that's why I like him. So, all right. Where did I leave off? Author Stephen Walton. Hello, Mr. Walton. All hail the High Council. I'm trying to release the Fandom Menace Volume 1 by mid-August. Updates will be on my channel. Hail the Fandom Menace. Good job, my friend, and good luck. And, you know, I'm in contact with you. So anything you need. Xavier, have you seen my latest video? It's just a low quality splice of the Batwoman spot, and the first thing that popped into my mind when I saw it. I have not seen it, Xavier, but XAAYER, go check out the Batman or the Batwoman video. God, that Batwoman TV spot. Did you guys see the most recent one?
No.
I refuse to subject myself to that kind of punishment.
Oh my God, Ethan, it's so bad.
Well,
Did you? It's so bad. It's probably 30 seconds. I saw it on Twitter, but it was released like 5 or 6 days ago, maybe something like that. It's awful. It's awful.
Yeah.
The cringe is off the chart with it. And the chat's talking about it right now. Oh my gosh, I did a reaction to it. It did really well. So hey, there's Comic Artist Pro Secrets with a free super chat. What a nice guy. We got to get that guy on the High Council one of these weeks.
Yeah.
You think we're big enough for him yet?
I don't think. I think we might have a chance to at least get him to maybe respond to a tweet. I'm not sure.
For $35,000.
Oh man, White Wolf says thoughts on the Cyberpunk 2077 drama. Yeah, man, God damn it. I know you guys aren't too plugged into the gaming side of things. I did a video on the Cyberpunk 2077. SJWs they have convinced themselves to make this game a even bigger success than it already was going to be. It's pretty much everything they can complain about. They complained because there's a white male on the cover, and they said that was misogynistic, and they said that was basically disrespectful of minorities and women because it had a white male on the cover. You can create your own goddamn character in the game. There's some situation with, I guess there's a transgender person and they didn't like the way the person was portrayed. So then they started getting offended over that. And it kind of goes into the same song and dance that we always talk about. They want representation. They get representation. And then they bitch about the representation because these fucking people are never satisfied.
Preach.
Ever. ever fucking satisfied. Oh, you want women in a movie? Okay, you get women. Oh, well, you're objectifying the woman. Bitch, did you want the woman in the movie or not? Then shut your fucking mouth. But this never works. Never works. Every time they get what they want, then they find something wrong with what they got. They'll never be satisfied. Ever. So there's no point in trying. Don't ever try to please these mother effers because you never will win. It is an endless rabbit hole of victimization and being offended. Ever, ever. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I swear to God, these people are crazy. Makita Gut, Mods, you are rocking tonight. Thank you. You're damn right they are. And we thank you for that. But yeah. It's something that, again, EVS, I want your take on this. Apologize for throwing this topic on you, but you're good with this. But SJWs, you've been dealing with them a lot longer than any of us.
You think?
We know.
Oh.
Have you? What is the shift into the entertainment industry? When did it get so bad, and how does it feel versus what you dealt with 15 years ago or whatever? How has this changed so much, and have they changed, or are they the same clueless, mindless people that they've always been?
Don't think they're clueless and mindless. They know exactly what they're doing, Jeremy. You have to understand and respect what they're up to. You can't treat them like normal people. They're not normal people. They are monstrous. They only exist to destroy other people. They exist to destroy the stuff that you love. Why? A while ago, they realized that there were enclaves in pop culture where boys hung out and where masculinity was formed. Now, the boys that hung out in these pop culture enclaves were kind of suggestible because they would be kind of geeky, kind of nerdy, not too good with girls. We're talking about video games, Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm speaking obviously stereotypically because I'm great with girls, okay, honestly, and so are you guys. But Dungeons and Dragons, video games, Magic the Gathering, comic books, places like this, geek culture. And SJWs quickly sussed out that these were billion-dollar industries that attracted young males who were suggestible and who only wanted to touch a boobie. Now, what you can do is you can immediately announce that what these guys are into is sexist, it is bigoted, it's racist, it's homophobic, and they should be ashamed of themselves. And most of these shy guys kind of go, what? Really? Especially if it's women who pluck their eyebrows like Anita Sarkeesian, scowling at them and making these condemnations. They say, how come there are no women in here? How come there are no women that are making decisions in these platforms? And the guys quickly go, oh, sorry, come on in, women. Come on in, women. And they let these social justice warrior women come in. They hold the doors open wide for more far left-wing wacko SJWs. And before too long, they've overtaken the thing that you love. They push the normal guys out. The guys go, this is shit. I'm not going to watch Star Wars anymore if they're going to put bird-faced women in there at every turn. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to be a part of video games if Mario can't save a princess. That's what's fun about it. If I can't look at Lara Croft's rear end when she's running, I'm not going to play video games. It just feels weird now. What is this? Call of Duty 28, and it stars, and it takes place in World War II, and there's a woman with a bionic arm as the... No, I'm not doing it. Oh, but it's for diversity. Don't you care about diversity? No, I don't. I don't care about diversity all that much. I just want to have fun. I just want to have fun. Whatever it is, if it's a good story, if they're good characters, that's what I'm interested in. Now, the pushback against SJWs invading and destroying these pop culture, enclaves has been just us. I mean, it's us. It's the people in this chat right now. It's the fandom menace. We're the last stand because normies have fled. They've left. And because they've left comic books, reading comic book stores are collapsing. The industry is basically imploding. People aren't getting paid what they used to. And that is the direct result of social justice warriors coming in and destroying it. And the thing is, the reason why they did it was to take control of the minds and ultimately the votes, because this is all about politics, of young, fragile, geeky, nerdy men who, become soy boys and then vote their way because they don't want to get yelled at by girls. and they're hoping to touch a booby, and they're not going to touch a booby, Jeff.
I'm just glad you used
for
the
their
word
own.
movie.
That was beautiful, and I have to tell everybody at no point that I never told EVS I was going to throw that question to him. It just kind of was like, let me ask EVS about this, and boom, you just got gold from EVS. That was beautiful, EVS. Well done, sir. Well done.
Thank you.
That was awesome. Jeff, are you interested in boobies?
Did you say boobies or movies?
Boobies.
Of course I am. You don't know me as well as my friends do.
I absolutely do. I follow you on Instagram.
Yeah, me too. Those are just my warm-ups every day. So yeah, that's what I'm about. No, to just real quick, I wanted to jump off of Ethan's point. Yeah, I'm glad you brought up the devil with the plucked eyebrows, because around 2014 is when this all started to come to my attention. And it's it's been downhill ever since in terms of entertainment. Now, have you guys seen that new Call of Duty controversy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You want to talk about weak? How can you be offended that a game about war is too realistic? Like, it's the point of the game. War is there's complex morality behind this stuff. How can some loser from California that works at IGN, oh, I'm uncomfortable playing this game? Good, the game's not for you, but you're going to give it a high score because your company's paid to give it a high score. So just shut up. Like, they want to be shills. They want to be all these things all wrapped in one. These people are going to be the downfall of our entertainment.
I agree, and IGN was completely triggered by the Call of Duty stuff. And again, man, this is why I created Geeks and Gamers, to try to create a platform where we're not just sitting there marching out the offended talking points or whatever. We're here to give opinions, unbiased opinions that are not controlled by me or anyone else. That's what I love most about Geeks and Gamers is everybody on my team has the ability to say whatever they want and have any opinion they want. But the collective offended ways of the IGN staff was unbelievable. I mean, nobody had their own opinion. It was almost like there was an email sent out to tell them how to feel, and they all just said exactly what they were told. And there's clips of it right now.
They just don't want to be. They don't want to get yelled at. These people do. I mean, here's the other thing to remember about pop culture. Okay, now the people who like Star Wars an awful lot, who it means a lot to, the people who like Dungeons and Dragons, the people who like video games and comic books. These are smart people. These are not the alpha Chad guys necessarily who are going to go out and end up doing this or that. These are the guys who are actually going to grow up to be doctors or lawyers. These are the smart kind of nerds who, keep their noses in the books and actually possibly change the world. So the culture that they're taking in is vital. This is a battleground. What we teach our boys, what we teach our boys, our smart, exceptional, special boys, and I use exceptional advisedly, is important. It's important. Are we teaching them the masculine version of Thundercats, or are we showing them the Cal Arts soy-based pussy version of Thundercats? Are we mocking masculinity, or are we cherishing it? We're making it look cool. We're giving these boys something to aspire to. Is it G.I. Joe? Are we showing them G.I. Joe anymore? No, they don't know what G.I. Joe is. G.I. Joe was the toy line, the cartoon that inspired my friend Jaboyzak to enlist in the military and go serve overseas. He kept a little G.I. Joe action figure in his pocket the entire time he was there, risking his life against terrorists for his country. That's what all of this stuff means. I mean, you think it's just Star Wars, or it's just He-Man, or it's just video games. It's just Call of Duty, and therefore it's not important. It is important. These are the things that actually shape our ideas of what it means to be a man. And if these social justice warriors, these soy boys, can get in there, these feminists, and they can monkey with it, and they can change it, and they can make it embarrassing to be a man, if they can make these things embarrassing, if they can demasculinize and de-penis Luke Skywalker, put him in a bathrobe as a failure, somebody who gives up and literally sucks on sea monster tit, instead of fighting the First Order, which is what he should be doing. What kind of message does that send to our boys? What kind of message does that send? How are boys supposed to grow up without Luke Skywalker? as an ultimate role model. How are boys supposed to grow up if Batman is sitting there crying over Catwoman, denying him his leaving him at the altar, whining about Selena Kyle all day long? Boys don't have the role models that they used to have because the most incredibly depressed, mentally ill weirdos have taken complete control of our pop culture, and they're ruining it. And we talk about it every day as the Fandom Menace. We talk about it on our channels, but we don't get right to the heart of it. That's what it is. You want to pump out more soy boys that look like Will Wheaton? This is the inevitable result of all of this. This is where we're going. This is why we fight so hard. YouTube's alarmed at what we're saying. Why are you alarmed? We're actually helping to fight back to raise the next generation of boys that are going to fight for your freedom when it inevitably is going to be threatened again in this country. These boys need heroes. They need masculine role models. They need heroes, people who don't sit around and cry and mope and whine, people who put themselves last, who put heroism, their country first. It's so important. So these people, these SJWs, are destroying our culture in a very, very visceral, harmful, damaging way. And it's up to us. I know it seems silly to cry about Captain Marvel or Star Wars or The Last Jedi over and over again. Jeremy, you're like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of talking about Last Jedi. You can't stop because somebody hasn't heard this message yet. It's the same old truth to the same old idiots until they change what they're doing, until they wake up and realize that they're destroying people. They're taking away our balls in a very literal way. Our boys are growing up to be pussies because they don't know any better. Because Anita Sarkeesian. They're afraid of offending Anita Sarkeesian. They're afraid of offending Gail Simone. They're afraid of offending these blue-haired land whales on social media. They're afraid.
That was some of the greatest content you have ever produced on YouTube.
I agree.
You need to take that clip and upload it to your channel. That was fan-fucking-tastic. Holy hell, that was great. I'm inspired as hell. I'm going to make 5 more of my Last Jedi videos this week now just because of that. No, that was, though. I mean, you're so right, Ethan. You're so right. I mean, I'm a G.I. Joe kid. That's what I grew up that's what I grew up on, and it inspired me, and it taught me so much, and you're so right about what is going on in society and our culture, and this is what we're fighting for. And that was absolutely beautiful.
And I mean, when I was back in college, this would have been 2013 maybe. I actually wrote this pamphlet. If I ever find it, I want to make a video about it. But I basically said the same thing about how they've demasculinized like Spider-Man. I'm not saying Tobey Maguire was this bastard of masculinity, but Andrew Garfield looks like a Ken doll and all these things like that. And I was noticing this years ago. It's everywhere, dude. And what you say, Ethan, 100%. I would say 1,000, but there's no such thing as 1,000%. I'm with you all the way. I agree with literally everything you said.
So we have a lot of work to do. I mean, when I talk about this, I go at my channel with humor because I want people to take in the content and just have a good time and have a laugh, but also think about it because what we're doing is serious. It is serious, and we're going to meet a lot of resistance. I'm prepared for it. I'm prepared to fight this fight with the rest of my life. I'm doing comic books. I'm doing Cyberfrog. Cyberfrog is my way of fighting back. It speaks out against all of this stuff in its way. It's kind of its own version of what I think, this pop culture should be. I know you're doing the same stuff. When we do this content, we have to fight back and we have to be prepared to suffer the consequences. We're going to get hit pieces. We're going to have people calling us names. We're going to have people trying to affect our livelihoods. It doesn't matter because we can't let these people win. We have to keep doing this. We just have to keep doing this. And we've talked in private, we're going to make a couple of changes. To this channel, to this show,
brand,
to the brand, and we're going to probably announce that next week. But we've been talking in private about actually making this bigger, and you guys, we'll save that for next week. But again, guys, don't think that this is just goofy, good time, fun. It is. So we want to make you laugh and stuff. But what we're doing actually has a purpose, and don't let these people tell you otherwise. Don't let these people shame you because that's their weapon. Their weapon is, hey, we're going to ruin everything that you love. And when you get upset about it, we're going to call you piss babies. We're going to call you man babies. We're going to say, stop crying. Toxically masculine, evil, toxic fans. They're ruining everything that you love. And they're ruining the stuff that is actually meant to teach young boys and young girls how to be brave.
And if we don't stand up and speak out and come together, then it's good. They're not going to have any resistance whatsoever. We can't let that happen. Can't. And standing together, helping each other out, not letting ego get involved. I'm not going to tell any specifics, but then months ago, I don't know, shortly after I became part of the High Council, I think, Ethan, I'm not sure you know what I'm talking about, but I was dealing with something on my channel, and you called me up. And you was like, dude, you need to stop right now. And I was like, why? And you basically taking the professional approach. And I think that was a fantastic phone call and a decision for me to listen to you on that, because you were 100% right. And little stuff like that is what we have to do. We got to stick together. We got to support each other, and we got to look out for each other, because, we're fighting a group of people that are literally going to eat each other alive. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And being unified is super, super important. So it really is.
100%, brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and we will have probably an announcement next week. We were going to try to knock it out this week, but we've all been really busy. And we just need to get a few things in order before we're ready to make a full announcement. But I can promise you all, you're going to be very excited. And it's going to be the next step. The key is to not get complacent upon, what we have going on. And we've all three decided that it's time to take the next step. And it's going to be exciting as hell. That's for sure.
By the way, someone in the chat said, just curious, is everyone in here a Republican? And the answer is no. I want to make that clear. Like, it's so funny. It's like I get so many messages from people who are like, I don't vote the way you do. I don't, I'm not a Republican. I'm a Democrat, or I'm a liberal. I'm a, all this stuff. I'm just not an SJW. And that's the only thing. You can be a liberal. You can be a Hillary Clinton supporting Democrat and still believe what we're saying and still agree, because it has nothing to do with who you vote for. It just has to do with what's best. And what you love and the stuff that you grew up with, you're watching it happen. You're watching Star Wars happen. Are you telling me that you're happy with the way Star Wars is going? And Star Wars is just a symptom of a much larger problem. They've invaded all of these pop culture platforms, all of them, with the intent of changing and altering the way people grow up.
And I'm not a Republican. I support our current president, because that's the way I felt like voting. But I'm not affiliated to any party politics myself. Ethan is, and I don't even know Jeff's politics, because we don't care about each other's politics. It doesn't define us. But like, there's so many these fruit cases on the other side. These SJWs, race, gender, and then the narrative they can build around them, and the way they vote, that defines people for them. That's not how we think. Basically, if you're not a crazy SJW, you're good with us.
Yeah, if you value people. I mean, if you're somebody who wants to discuss, we're not going to argue politics in here, but ever. I mean, that's just not what we do. But I mean, if you just recognize what's going on in pop culture is sinister, then you could be anything. You could be Republican, Democrat, Independent. You could even be a socialist. I mean, it's just it is what it is. So this isn't a political situation, but it is. Politics are wound up into it in certain ways, but everyone's definitely welcome in the Fandom Menace. Everyone is.
Yeah, and I mean, just like earlier, if you guys noticed, there's no more spam in the chat. Why is there no more spam in the chat? Because my community manager, who's Siobhan, who's We Are Chaos in the chat. I don't know if she's still here. She's very much different from me in every aspect of politics. As a matter of fact, when ETS was talking about, you said something about the ladies love you or something. She's a lesbian, and she's like, ladies love me too, EVS. You said that in the chat. During the election a few years ago with Trump and Hillary, Siobhan and I had to mute each other on Facebook, because I was like, I can't stand your politics. My God, I can't take it. And she has every password involved with Geeks and Gamers. She has access to everything. So when we were having all those spam, a message was like, can you please go into the back end of the YouTube channel and fix this, because this is out of hand. And now she's fixed it. She trusts me. She and I don't agree on anything political, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. And that's one thing that's a big narrative that the Fandom Menace faces, is that we're all Republicans, we're all Trump supporters. It is ignorant as hell to say that. It's absolutely ignorant. It's just not true. And it needs to be said here as clear as day, like it said many times, it doesn't matter what your politics are. It doesn't matter who you vote for. It doesn't matter what you believe on the issues in terms of that stuff. It doesn't matter if you like The Last Jedi. I mean, I may think you're kind of crazy, but it doesn't matter. It's okay. It's okay if you like The Last Jedi. It's all about, do you define people by their race and their gender? And are you obsessed with that? Is that the first thing you think when you walk into a Starbucks? Like, okay, what's the gender breakdown? Okay, I can't do business here. There is too many white males. If that's your thought process, you don't belong in the Phantom Menace. Get just nowhere near it. But outside of that, that's it. That's it. I just don't know why it's so complicated for people to understand that, EVS and I, like, it's not like EVS when me and you became friends. It's not like you said, hey, Jeremy, hey, before we become, before I bring you on my channel, I need to know your voting record. It's never been a question.
Part of Comicsgate is just not to discuss politics in that way. Like, part of Comicsgate is not to discuss divisive politics, religion, and things that separate us. What we can all agree on is comic books, and we just want good comics that are fun, escapist entertainment, which is what Cyberfrog is. It's what all these other books are intended to be, without discussing. So I've almost given up completely discussing American politics on social media. I just don't do it because I think it's bad for business. And to me, entertainment is business. I'm trying to sell Cyberfrog comics. So if I say something like that's overtly political and involves something divisive and what would you call it? I mean, partisan. People might be less inclined to buy my comic. I wish everybody would kind of behave this way. Everyone who is in movies or TV or comic books or any kind of entertainment, just keep all that stuff to yourself. I had to learn that lesson. I used to talk about politics all the time. And I had to learn the lesson that what it does is it pushes people away from you and it doesn't bring people close to you. I really want to bring customers close to me. I want people to buy my comic. So, you don't have to know what I think about everything. I'll tell you what I think about movies and trailers and comics and things like that. But stuff like who runs the country, I've told you I'm a moderate Republican, and that's that. I mean, that's where we leave it. I'm not going to discuss the silly issues of the day. And I think people should kind of be that way in general.
Well, Jeff, you pretty much stay political free on your channel for the most part.
Yeah.
And we talked a little bit about that earlier about, the next phase of, the next step into 2020 and everything. And it's going to be tough to stay away from a lot of that stuff, but it's definitely doable. And I mean, how have you felt about the fact of staying political free on your channels? That, seems to have worked for you pretty well.
Yeah, because to me, we've always been an entertainment channel, World Class Bullshitters, and I just want to have fun with the audience. The shit that goes on in the real world, that's our everyday life. That's why when I talk about Star Wars or Marvel and this escapist entertainment, I look at this point, I cannot provide you with a big budget spectacle, but I can provide you with shit that's going to take you away from whatever you're dealing with and give you 20 minutes of entertainment and make you, walk away either enlightened or make you feel good about whatever, or at least you had a good laugh. I really don't need to beat you over the head. I don't really have too many personal politics that need to be discussed. Like, I'd probably be the most boring person to ask any kind of question like that, because where I am in my life right now, I'm just focused on this channel and the Fandom Menace and the stuff we do. I don't really have time to sit and focus on so many of today's issues. So I stay out of it. I've never had any problem. We don't deal with politics or religion. Like you said, Ethan, it's what divides us. There's no reason to talk about that. Let's talk about what brings us together. And I've been doing that for a couple of years. We've had, you guys know, we've all had great success doing this. And I'm going to continue to keep it fun and political free. If it gets involved in like entertainment and stuff, we'll talk about it, obviously. Like with Star Wars, they're trying to say, oh, if you dislike The Last Jedi, you're this or that. I'll go there, but I'm not going to start covering, policies or whatever. That's just not what I'm about.
Yep. Yeah, I have my personal channel, D-Day Cobra, that if I will probably dive into politics as we get closer to 2020, just because I'm very interested in it. And like I've said, that's kind of my new professional wrestling, because it's kind of just so crazy. But the only time I dip into politics on Geeks and Gamers is if it's a response to one of these, crazy Hollywood people bringing it in for no reason whatsoever. But not even me. If my team wants to bring that in, Jesse made a video a few weeks ago about it that got a lot of people riled up, and Josiah did. But that's what I want the brand to be, is a platform for those individuals. But that's just Geeks and Gamers specifically. But yeah, man, there's a lot of division out there when it comes to politics and religion. That's for sure. I don't talk about religion publicly unless I'm bringing Jeremy Osteen to the party because I want some super chats.
Well, that's different.
That's a lot different. Dr. Coffin Nails, 167,000 subs. Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. So, well, thank you. Yeah, I have. I mean, I'm proud of the fact that we have so many subs. I really have lost focus on that a little bit just because after the whole debacle with Jessie and the people were threatening subscriptions because they didn't like her opinion and telling me to fire her, I was like, you know what? I'm not really worried about it. I mean, I'm happy that we got our subs, but I'm not going to be obsessed with it. I thought Anna's 100,000 sub video was fantastic in the way that she approached it. And yeah, it's good. But at the same time, you can't lose yourself in that number. Just produce good content. Pay attention to the things that are trending, and listen to your audience, and the subs will come. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we're all doing well, and that's really all that matters. It's not really who has the biggest number, or anything like that. It's just not. Ethan Hawke, the humble, the simple, and the Jeff.
I'm going to remember that one. I love that.
Humble and simple and Jeff.
Yeah, chat. I told Anna that was my favorite video she's ever done. My favorite one, her 100K video. That's my favorite video she's ever done.
Now I got to watch it.
It's really good. And let me see. Bunilla TV. Chelsea Handler wore a T-shirt saying "Abortion AF." What does that even mean? What the hell? I don't know much about Chelsea Handler. She's crazy, and she's just, I don't know, man. I don't know what she's talking about with that shirt. I don't really pay attention to Chelsea Handler. She is
it's the kind of thing that pushes fans away.
Yep.
I'm sure that she upset more people than she made happy by wearing that shirt, no matter how you feel about it.
Yep. Joseph Kreitzer says, I did not get a notification for this live stream, and I made sure to click the bell and didn't get notified to it. And Jeff, Top Gun Com, hi from Lutz.
Oh, he wants to. I guess he's a patron. He's a patron, and he wants us to do a Top Gun commentary. So, yeah. Well, honestly, I think that's next on the list. We're going to do our Batman for tomorrow night, and then we're going to do our James Bond to catch up because we're a few months behind. But the real movie's delayed, so it's kind of working out perfectly. But yeah, Top Gun's cool. That's Kendo's favorite movie. We'll gladly give you a Top Gun commentary. No questions about it.
Nice. Well, Jacob, thank you for the super chat. Sorry about you not getting a notification. That's been a problem. Again, views have not really been a problem for the channel. We've been doing really well from that department, but I hear, and again, I'm not saying it's isolated to Geeks and Gamers because it's not. This is a problem for a lot of channels, probably all channels. But I get more people telling me when I go live, which I don't go live as much as I used to, but they say, I never knew you went live because I never get notifications. And it's an ongoing problem. A lot of channels are dealing with it. And I don't know what to do about it. I really don't. I mean,
it's affected me because I messaged you today, remember?
Yep. Absolutely. And it's just...
Our videos aren't reaching the same. I was like, all of a sudden I put out a video and it reaches like a third of the audience. I'm like, no, our audience would watch this because last week it was crazy. So we're getting weird ads and weird things going on. I think they're getting ready to do a big reset on YouTube. Mm-hmm. So those are things that are out of our control, folks.
Yeah, but definitely continue to let us know. We want the information. It's just there's not a lot we can do, unfortunately. Richard Wetfoot says, Fandom Menace umbilical hat is attached to a pint of beer. Jeff would love that.
So you know me so well.
Thunder, man. Did you guys hear that?
No, but
man, it is bad. It is bad outside.
Where I live, it's got the most rain we've ever had in this time of year in history.
It's been raining all day.
Every couple hours here.
It's been raining all day in Pensacola. So, all right, Echo Base Network. Thank you for the super chat. Next mission, which Jeff started, is to get Shatner to do an interview with Doomcock. Waiting on word back from him about it. Shatner was totally trying to hate on World Class Name 2. Yeah, he was. That's nothing Jeff's not used to. Jeff's used to that, aren't you, Jeff?
Oh yeah. If you're not, well, I won't. Never mind. It's not a big deal. Put it like that.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff doesn't get mentioned in the same articles we get mentioned in because nobody wants to say his name because they're scared of his name because it's too toxic, it's too masculine.
They're actually just afraid of me because I'll I'll make a video that tears them apart.
Good stuff. Detective Comics Nerd. Everyone on the council, which would you rather get? Spielberg directed Superman movie or a Scorsese directed Batman movie? Oh, I want to say Scorsese Batman. But the problem is I've gotten my definitive Batman in recent years with Nolan. I need a definitive Superman that, you know, within the last 2 decades. I think I'd rather see Spielberg's Superman right now because I want a good Superman movie. You know, like I do. And sorry, Man of Steel fans, it ain't that. Don't get me started on Man of Steel. What about you, Jeff?
I'm gonna go Scorsese Batman. I like Superman. It's a character I will buy his merchandise. It's not a problem for me to buy, you know, Superman figures or T-shirts. But Batman's my second favorite over all of Marvel except Spider-Man. I just want more Batman movies that are good. I know you were talking about your definitive with Nolan. I've actually just finished watching Begins and the beginning of Dark Knight before the council started tonight, and those were great. I love them. They're a lot of fun. But I mean, it's Martin Scorsese. To me, Steven Spielberg has lost his touch. I enjoyed Ready Player One, but this isn't 1987 Steven Spielberg. This is 2019 Steven Spielberg, who, you know, just is more of a behind-the-scenes guy. And yeah, he does some stuff, but just isn't the same creatively. Scorsese did The Departed more recently than Spielberg's done something truly amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you make very valid points because you're right. Steven Spielberg is not the same Steven Spielberg that he's always been. But he's still, I mean, Ready Player One, I did enjoy Ready Player One a lot.
Same here.
I really did enjoy it, but he is few and far between. I mean, what did he make? What was that animated movie, the Disney movie he made a few years ago?
BFG.
Yeah, I never watched it, but that didn't hit with fans at all. Apparently, it flopped. Apparently, and that's just unbelievable for a Spielberg movie under the Disney banner that flopped. That's crazy right there. That's something else. But
if we were bigger back then, they would have blamed us.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, but I love Superman. I love Batman too. I love Batman and Superman. They're my 2 favorite superheroes, but I want an updated version of Superman. And I was so excited for Man of Steel. I was so excited for Superman Returns, and neither one of them did anything. That's why fucking Brightburn had the better version of Superman. That's how bad those movies are. Jacob became a new member of the channel. Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate that. That means a lot. I'm always happy to see that. Haven't really been pushing the member stuff, but yeah, I mean, the last few live streams I've done, we've gained quite a few members. So thank you so much for that. So if you're interested, feel free to hit that join button, and don't just do that for my channel. You know, any of the channels you're supportive of, hit that join button, support your favorite channels, because you know, we all need it. We all need it. Detective Comics Nerd, Aquaman 2, same week as 2022 Star Wars. Thoughts? I think that's going to change. If Aquaman 2 is, and I'm going on the super chat, Aquaman 2 is slated to come out the same week as 2022 Star Wars. If that's the case, I believe Aquaman 2 moves. I don't think you think it's going to go head to head with it?
It's about the money. Aquaman made $1 billion.
Like 1.3. I think it made 1.3.
If it made $1.3 billion, it means it's $100 million shy what The Last Jedi made. And This is Aquaman. Look at 10 years ago, 5 years ago, the character was a joke. He was on Family Guy and on Robot Chicken. I can't do anything. I'm Aquaman. He became a joke for an entire generation of people. Now Aquaman is a big deal. And plus you have the star power of Jason Momoa. Look, Star Wars is tied to the past. We've seen it go downhill for the last couple of years. I don't give a shit if it's Knights of the Old Republic and everything's picture perfect. There's still going to be a segment of the audience that wants Han, Luke, and Leia, and there's a big segment of the audience that wants Aquaman and Jason Momoa. So I don't think they'll move. I think they'll both come out the same weekend, and I think they could make some serious money. But I would say if you put them up against each other, I'm going to go Aquaman would make more money.
Well, I certainly hope that it stays there. I certainly do hope that because, again, Jeff and I talk about this a lot. Competition is the best thing possible for fandom. So if we have Aquaman and Star Wars going head to head within a week, that's going to do nothing but good for fans. Because Aquaman, again, I know a lot of people. There's some people that didn't like Aquaman. I thoroughly enjoyed Aquaman. So did Jeff, and I think that Aquaman has a lot more momentum going for it than Star Wars. So if they go head to head with Star Wars and they can take a chunk of that Star Wars box office, that is a win for us. That is a huge win for us because it's going to make them have to work harder to actually give us good Star Wars. And we say this as wrestling fans that are scarred because the Monday Night Wars are no longer part of us. And it hurts.
Yeah, but you see AEW sold out in 15 minutes. So I
have not seen it yet, and I have been tweeted nonstop by people. Apparently it's great, and you've even told me it's great, so I've got to watch it.
Yeah. When you get your 5,000 on Sports Wars, we'll do that show.
Yes. And check it out. Check it out. I'm just telling you. Please, Jeff, you have all the power here, okay? Ooh. Get CM Punk to come back to AEW. Please make this happen. Please.
He'll only walk out on you again, Jeremy.
All right. So thank you for those super chats. Mega Jetty 1, sorry, I can't. I'm watching Cobra Kai with Mom tomorrow. That was his answer for you, Jeff.
Well, spending time with your mom's very important. So
yes.
I support that fully.
Yeah, that's not a disrespectful comment towards Jeff. We appreciate you spending time with the mom and watching Cobra Kai. Nicholas Glenn, my car is out of commission as well. Got to replace the ignition coils. I hear you, brother. The problem with 300ZX, man, people are always like, I want to race you. You don't understand the twin turbo 300ZX. These cars are 30 years old, 25, 30 years old, and even the most skilled mechanics don't want to work on these cars. All right, they're a nightmare, and they're sensitive at this point. I am not racing this car. I will drive it fast, but racing it, I'm hot rodding it. No, you just don't do that with these cars. So they're such a nightmare to work on. They really are. Anyway, Pop Culture PB. This is the best High Council highlights at Pop Culture PB, and we appreciate that. And Ethan has said this multiple times. We all support you taking clips from these streams and putting them on your channel. We don't want you to take full videos or anything like that. But if there's a little 2-minute, 3-minute blurb, just feel free to put that on your channel. Maybe add a commentary to it if you want to give your opinion. If you disagree with something we say, we have no problem with that. We would say, just out of respect, please link back to whatever channel it's from. Outside of that, I think I know we all support that. And we actually encourage that. So anytime there's things that we say or opinions or topics we cover, if you guys don't agree with it, feel free to pull that 2-3 minute clip and let it play, and then you can give your take on it, and it gives you the opportunity to create content for your channel, and you're letting more people know about us. So I think that's the winning way, as the Winning Jeremy account just sends a super chat. Winning Jeremy says, I thought I was winning all day and all night. However, recently I went to the doc and it turns out my DICK size is below average. This is not epic. Oh, good. Well played on the typing of the word, so it did not get bleeped, but damn it. That's pretty funny. All right. Chris says, Council, come on. You've made videos burning Rotten Tomatoes. Stop going on their site and giving them free click ads. Leave it alone and stand against, please. Well, Chris, I hear you, and I think you got a valid point, but at the same time, we now have to use Rotten Tomatoes garbage logic against them, which is a point EVS made earlier, because now they've implemented this stupid quote unquote verified rule. And look who joined us. Look who's here.
Hello.
Hey.
Doomcock. Lord Doomcock.
Phil, how y'all doing?
What's going on, Lord Doomcock? I told everybody at the center of the earth it may take you a little bit longer to get a message, so I didn't know if you would get it instantly or not.
No, I didn't. I just checked my communication device, which lesser beings call a phone, and then there it was. And I said, well, shit, I'd best tie me up to a transmitter booth and step in and say hello to the High Council. So hail Ethan, hail Jeremy, hail Jeff, hail the chat.
Thank you. The chat's going effing crazy right now for you.
Man, I am glad to be here. It's been a hell of a couple of days here.
I heard that. Let me finish up on the super chat and then we'll talk to you, Cox. So basically, yes, with Rotten Tomatoes, I think Ethan made a great point about using their stupid logic against them. They want to create this stupid verified garbage with user reviews so they can seemingly try to control it. But now with Shaft 2, The critics clearly are hating Shaft 2, yet the fans are at a 94%. And that's a verified 94%. So now what's their excuse going to be? Now how are they going to change the rules? Now how are they going to spin the narrative? It's your verified system, you stupid idiots. Now you've backed yourself in a corner. Now you can't make excuses. And I think that using their logic against them to expose them is very, very useful. EDS, what do you think?
What do I think? Ask Doomcock what he thinks.
Well,
He's new here.
I was gonna go to Doomcock, but I just threw a rant, so I just.
I think that's true. You know, I think that obviously they painted themselves into a corner, and what they've done is expose that they are not they're not in tune with what people are actually enjoying in movies. And frankly, if a movie is enjoyable by 94% of its audience, it's a good movie. You give it a good review, dickhead. You know.
Yep. What are your thoughts on Rotten Tomatoes and their garbage ways, Lord Doomcock?
I think Rotten Tomatoes is full of shit. I do not listen. I mean, I'm not joking. Listen, I don't understand why they're even in the conversation anymore. Honest to God, like people track it and people say, "Oh, look at this. This is a phony number. It's a phony number." We've known it's been phony numbers for years, and we've caught them cheating every fucking time. How do they have any credibility left? I don't even understand why we're even addressing this question. They have no validity. Am I wrong?
No, you're not. You're not wrong at all. I think that it's a good talking point to kind of reference Rotten Tomatoes at this point, just because it's been such a topic of discussion for so long. But you're 100% right. Their credibility it's kind of. I mean, to relate it to a current topic, it's kind of like talking about OJ at this point. It's just so good that you can't turn away from it because it's so no credibility.
Well, it's just fun, It's like talking about the Loch Ness monster. The Loch Ness monster at this point is complete and total bullshit. It's been disproven 50 million times, but it would be so good if it was true. Wouldn't it be great if there was a site out there that was honestly aggregating scores on movies so that the poor consumers won't go and waste $15 to $30 to $50 an outing to see a piece of shit? I mean, that would be a dream come true. We'd love that as consumers. So we don't get that. And that's what we want it.
No, but Doomcock, that's not the problem, though, because they are aggregating the reviews. The problem is that the reviewers are all social justice warriors at this point who don't understand what the American people actually want, what the people want in a movie. And therefore, these scores, the reviews are all suspect. You can aggregate garbage reviews and you're going to get a garbage result, garbage in, garbage out. So if you've got people that are talking about how Shaft 2 is just, toxically masculine garbage, when everyone likes it, 6% of people who went to see that movie didn't love it. 6%. That's USJWs. You're 6%.
Yep.
Mother effers. You represent 6% of the population, and you're sitting there trying to make changes and things.
Right.
Ruining
You're right.
shit.
You're damn right. And you know what, though? The thing is that those little 6% of those SJW scum out there are the ones that post, boy, I sure wish that Shatner had died instead of Nimoy.
Yeah.
And then
that
magnifies, and all of a sudden they're an army of SJWs when it's just one fucking piece of shit with a phone. That's
I wish William Shatner would just let you interview him. Has that been discussed? I mean, you, if anyone deserves to interview William Shatner, you are the voice of freedom and justice. You're a fan of William Shatner's. You see these people for who they are, the animals that they are, and you're going to give him a good, kind, noble, insightful interview that's going to bring out William Shatner's glory, all of the respect that he's earned over his long career as an actor in television and movies.
Did you know I would love to do that.
William Shatner was in Judgment at Nuremberg. I mean, this man is a legend. He's a Hollywood legend, deserving of respect. And if anybody could interview him, it would be you, Doomcock. And I hope he knows that.
Well, I am very appreciative, Ethan, of that high praise coming from you. And I have to say, it's true. Listen, I know a lot about William Shatner. I know a lot about Captain Kirk and Star Trek, but beyond that, because when I was a kid, Captain Kirk was my childhood hero, and along with Batman, but neither here nor there. But William Shatner, as a kid, then anything that I could find that had William Shatner in it, I watched, just because to me, in my eyes, he was always the captain, even when he was bumping off, his wife on Columbo. I could rationalize it somehow. She had it coming. I don't know. Delusion is a springs eternal. But I know so many stories from Star Trek and behind the scenes at Star Trek. I've read thousands and thousands and thousands of pages about his career. So I think I could give him a really good interview, and I certainly would not be there to ambush him or to take cheap shots, on the man. I would like to try and ask him maybe a few questions that he's not been asked before.
At this point, all you have to do is not wish him dead. And you'll be better than almost everyone else on Twitter, Doomcock. Don't worry so much. You are a trusted member of the media, a lot like me.
Yes, you are. Well, you are the trusted media member, Ethan. You are supreme in your own class.
Thank you so much. People are asking me what I'm unwrapping. It's not candy. It's a list of dad quiz questions, and these questions should be known by every man who is a dad. And they're simple questions. And if I ask Doomcock, what chess piece can only move diagonally?
Well, I'm not a dad that I know of, thank God. So
that I know.
I'd gladly fail that. If it's a dad test, I'm like, not guilty. I'm never going on Maury.
Well, I would love to see you on Maury. I'll be honest with you. I think
you
that
would
would
see
be
my helmet turn white, just white. If he said, Doomcock, you are the father, I'd be like, hell no, Murray. Hell no.
Oh, all right. So why would only a dad know that? I guess is the question.
I don't know. These are just dad quiz. It's called the dad quiz. My wife got me these for Father's Day, so I just unwrapped them. In what year was Harley Davidson founded? Who knows that answer?
I don't know that. I've never been a Harley guy.
6000 BC, and it was the aliens.
I just want to see if anyone in the chat knows, but I mean, who knows? They knew the bishop. I'm surprised that you didn't know. Doomcock, you're not a chess player?
You asked about Harley Davidson.
No, before that I said which piece can move diagonally.
Oh, I thought you said chest piece. I thought you said no. I was thinking about armor, and I thought, what the fuck is he talking about? No, chess piece, sure. Diagonally, the rook, up and down the castle. The knights go up two and then one to the side. So yeah, I'm sorry, I misinterpreted.
The bishop moves diagonally. Mr. Hawks Rule knows it's 1903. By the way, that's the answer for Harley Davidson. So in any case, I'm not opening Little Debbie snack cakes, you mother effers.
He probably is. He probably is. Well, the reason we wanted to bring Doomcock on is to obviously talk about this whole William Shatner interaction on Twitter, which was amazing. I was looking at my feed, and I just see somebody I see Shatner talking about if Doomcock fans want him unblocked. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Why is Shatner talking about Doomcock? And I'm just I retweet it. I'm like, what the hell? Wait, what? And so I retweet it, and then people start telling me what happened. I was like, this is amazing. We have to support Doomcock. And I think at that point, the money was already raised by the time I found out about it. But take us through this entire scenario about how you got blocked and how everything went down.
Well, gentlemen, as you know, from time to time, I have been known to use some colorful metaphors and some rant-like language in my hatred of the goddamned abomination that is Star Trek Discovery. Now, I think that this was early on when I was new to Twitter, relatively. I mean, I guess I'd been on maybe a few months, and I honestly don't know exactly why he blocked me. I know that there was shit going on with Jason Isaacs, who was Captain Dorca on Star Trek Discovery, and he was taking shots at Shatner, and I think I went off, seismically against, Captain Dorca, and I don't know. I think maybe Shatner thought I was talking about him instead of Lorca. I don't know. I don't know.
And do that. I mean, that's what a misunderstanding.
It would have been, because I never would have said anything against William Shatner or my God, Captain Kirk or original Star Trek is just not in my DNA. It's not going to happen even when I'm drunk off my ass. I don't have any hidden resentments against William Shatner, so it must have been a mistake. But I found that I was blocked.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even know what the hell blocking was at that point, except I couldn't see him anymore. And then I felt basically outcast and, shit. I mean, here I am busting my ass. The only reason my channel exists is because I was so goddamn angry about Star Trek Discovery. And so, I mean, my passion drove me on. And the fact that I'm here fighting for original Star Trek and trying to defend William Shatner and then he blocked me was just like, Jesus, that was depressing, honestly.
I hear you.
Yeah, it was, I mean, and then it, it just went on. Okay, fine. And I had no idea, I would only reference it occasionally. Like I did a video defending Shatner against all these idiots that were talking to him about, you should be dead, that you are a privileged white male. The delusions on these SJWs was infuriating.
Yeah.
And the video that I made was commenting not only on the situation with Shatner per se, but also what it revealed about this SJW mindset. That there was one like turd on there that was saying, he's an icon, huh? Well, how can he be when I've never heard of him until a month ago?
Oh, I've read those.
You're a fucking idiot. Yeah, exactly, dude. It's like they think that history begins and ends with them. They think that nothing that came before matters. They don't know it.
You're 90 years old. What do you know? That's their whole thing. You're 90 years old. You're going to die soon. And we're going to live for another, I mean, these people, the disrespect that they pay to this man is unbelievable. The millennials are the worst generation. And I know that every older generation says that. But Generation X, our whole thing, Doomcock, are you Generation X? I don't know how old.
Oh, yeah.
Our whole thing was just being a slacker. We wore our clothes inside out at one point, and backwards when Chris Cross was jumping. We wore a lot of flannel. We believed in doing nothing and not caring. And that's it. Our music was loud and discordant, and we looked like we didn't bathe. But we never disrespected our elders, did we? We had respect for them. When Neil Young came on Saturday Night Live and jammed with Eddie Vedder, we thought that was bitch, and we said, that's righteous. Keep on rocking in the free world. Even though that guy was like 60.
Damn right.
And
impressive, man.
And so now we've gotten to the point, by the way, Doomcock, earlier EVS had probably the single greatest, maybe, I don't know, 6 or 7 minutes in the history of the High Council. You got to go back and listen to it. It was the greatest rant ever about removing, about how they're trying to remove masculinity from, all of our entertainment. It was absolutely beautiful. And he's motivated me to make like 5 more Last Jedi videos, and I was almost done with. He's like, you got to keep making them. We got to stand up for it. So now I'm going to spam out Last Jedi videos now because fuck them.
Damn right. No, it's 100% accurate. Ethan needed to say it.
I didn't mean that. I mean, I didn't mean to spam out. That's not what
I know. Hey, I didn't mean to motivate you to make 100 Brie Larson videos.
I'm
doing it. You're doing.
I'm on number 7. I got 7. I'm doing it. Brie Larson, effer.
So now Jeff has had some interactions with Mr. Shatner. And we're working on trying to see if we can get an interview set up with him. So Doomcock, what we were talking about earlier, Jeff, you kind of, you had the idea. So about this idea of a live stream. So catch Doomcock up.
So if we could get him to agree to a price, what I thought we would do as the Fandom Menace is we could host like a super event where we try to charity fundraise whatever his amount would be. We keep it public on the up and up where everyone can see it's visible. And then we get him to show up and do an interview, like a council type interview thing. That way it's very visible. He's comfortable. We would never do anything to damage our credibility. And he would know that, we're the real deal. Because here's the thing, Doomcock, you saw all the tweets today, right?
I've seen a lot of them. Absolutely.
Because he at first, okay, if you ask somebody to do something, they'll say yes or no. But then he went into detail about, I give national news this time and that time and stuff. And he started going into more detail. I'm thinking, okay, well, if this guy's given us this on Twitter, we can make this happen. And it's been one of those days on Twitter. So I'm hoping, I know we can do it. So we just got to find a time and make our offer, get the amount, and just raise it. It's all going to a good cause too, because he wants it for his charity. He's not trying to, pocket it.
Right.
Yeah. And this is a real opportunity for the Fandom Menace to really show what we're all about. And I'm never about like showing our diversity and stuff, but I mean, it will show that the Fandom Menace is not just a bunch of white Republicans, which is what they want to try. So,
mostly though.
Well, that's true. He said recently, I mean, he was considering like a phone call, essentially, is what he was like thinking about. I was thinking that if that's the best we could get, what we could do then is something similar to what you're saying, which is that then we could all come together as the Fandom Menace after that and do like a mega live stream, fundraiser with all the people and really show kind of the unity of what we're about. You know what I mean?
Here's what I think we could do. Somebody said 30K. Now we could tell William Shatner, hey, yeah, 30K, you come on, we'll interview you. But what if we can get to this? Let's make tiers. Let's make stretch goals for a GoFundMe, where we can actually, hey, what if we get to 100,000, Mr. Shatner? Do you want to meet up in person? I mean, do you want to actually do stuff? I mean, do you want to sign autographs for 100 lucky fans? Do you want to do that? I mean, that's the kind of thing that we could actually do. We could have tiers where it's like, yeah, if we get to 100,000, we're going to send you 100 Star Trek DVDs for you to sign. And then we will give them out as prizes to 100 lucky fans. Something like that. I mean, we could actually make this a big William Shatner event for the Fandom Menace. And we can raise money. Are you kidding me? I crowdfund $100,000 on my sleep. That's what I was thinking, man. We got EVS here, so we can crowdfund because you're the master at it. So I think this is a great opportunity, guys. I think definitely we should probably talk a little more off air amongst each other and try to get a plan together. But I know we have the following, and there's plenty more people within the Fandom Menace we can bring into this to, be part of it, and we can really show what we have going on. Because what we have going on, we are true diversity in thought and opinions, and we can show that the Fandom Menace represents everyone from every walk of life except for crazy SJWs. So right,
that's pretty much it. So I'm digging it. But yeah, Doomcock, I can't imagine how you're feeling with all the attention that with him and tweeting you and stuff. It's been a hell of a roller coaster for you the last day or so. So.
Yeah, it has, and it's really great to be unblocked, and I hope that I get the chance to interview him because it would be a great interview. It really would.
Absolutely. So we're gonna do everything we can to try to make this happen. We got your back, buddy. And all right, let me knock out a few more. Let's see. Dr. Coffin Nail says, "Why are we subjected to Tessa Thompson? Just why?" I mean, I think Tessa Thompson's a good actress. Unfortunately, she's gotten caught up in the Brie Larson SJW stuff now, so I just don't really have any interest in hearing from her anymore. That's kind of my stance on it now. EVS thinks she has an umbilical cord hairdo, and
I proved that. I proved it.
No, you did. You absolutely did.
All right.
Not
a matter of opinion anymore.
All right, where in the world why does the super chat jump around like this? It's almost impossible to. All right, Big Fat Man says, how come no one's talking about Jessica Jones season 3?
There's a reason for that, because no one's watching it. I tried to look at it for a minute, turned it off because it's the same old shit, and it's not even trending, I don't think.
No,
I refuse to watch. Well, first of all, I don't like season 1. I did like David Tennant. But season 2 went full SJW, where they did not hire any men. They specifically hired all women to direct season 2. So I decided, I guess I'm not welcome to watch this either. That's why I never watched season 2.
Season 2 had some of the cringiest dialogue I've ever witnessed. Now, I think the honest answer is the fact that Marvel wants this show to just come and go. They fulfilled their deal with Netflix onto Disney Plus. I hope we never see more Jessica Jones. Talk about an unlikable character. It is so difficult. Here's the thing. We live in a society where they said, oh, we need more female representation. Okay, cool. I'm open to all the female superheroes. Make a fun one. The only fun ones are Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, Black Panther's ladies are all fine. I don't know their fucking names, so they're all cool. But the big ones that they prop up are just really, like, they have bad tempers. They're like the Grinch. They're no fun. I don't want to sit and watch some woman in a leather coat go onto a beach and take some guy's kid from her or him. That's how the show starts this season. There's just nothing fun about Jessica Jones.
No,
Yeah.
man, I couldn't even get through season 1, honestly. I mean, I got to about a few episodes from the end, and I just said, this is ridiculous. After the 4th or 5th time where Jessica Jones could have easily reached out and snapped his neck when he wasn't looking, I said, this is bullshit. I couldn't stand it.
Yeah, I hated season 1 so bad. Like I said, Tennant's the only redeemable quality.
Yeah, he was great.
He was
he's great.
great.
In everything.
Yeah, he really was.
Well, they tried to bring him back for 2 in flashbacks because they knew that Kristen Ritter, look, she's an okay actress, nothing like too special, but they know she doesn't have the star power. And the fucking, the cast, the supporting cast, they're all trashy too. Like, at least Daredevil, you had Karen Page, she's interesting. Foggy, he was cool. And then I guess Luke Cage had some interesting, cast members. But Jessica Jones, nobody's fun.
No,
I mean,
God, no. I thought she was pretty hot in Breaking Bad, though, as Apology Girl. I thought she was pretty hot in that.
Jane?
Agreed. Yeah, like Luke Cage season 1. I thought Luke Cage season 1 was amazing for the first half, and then what's his face exits the show, and it fell.
Copperhead.
Yeah, it fell off the rails for me, and so I never even watched season 2 because I lost so much interest in how season 1 ended. Because I love the first half of season 1, but at this point, I don't know what's the future. I don't know if there's been any updates on what the future of the Marvel Netflix shows are going to be, because obviously they've all been canceled now, I guess. And with the Disney streaming, I have no idea. And I really don't even care. I mean, I loved Punisher season 1 so much. And then I think after 3 episodes of season 2, I couldn't even finish. I was like, I don't even care. This is not the same character. This is garbage.
Yeah, it was.
And it's so weird, man. But it is what it is. We've still got Daredevil season 1 and 2, which were great, by the way.
I like all the seasons.
Yeah. And I forgot season 3. I never even watched it though. Only because I think I was so checked out. So was 3 great? Season 3 of Daredevil?
I like it. I can't remember. Okay, the only thing I dislike about season 3 is he doesn't wear his Daredevil suit, but maybe for a second he fights Bullseye. It really sets up for a season 4, but it'll never come. Much like The Tick, the season was really good. It ends on a cliffhanger-ish moment. Well, not really cliffhanger like The Tick. My point is, I want more, and it's never going to happen, which makes me sad. Because the good shit never gets continued. It's the stupid stuff, like, oh, we're going to do the Inhumans again. It didn't work the first time. Please, guys, just stop, okay?
Yep. Oh, well. Alex Schlosser says, hi, everyone. Hope everyone had a good day. Well, thank you, Alex. Appreciate that. And again, great avatar, because I met you at Star Wars Celebration, and appreciate you having that as your avatar. Stone Cold Jeremy, swig of water for the working mods. You guys rock. Yes, the mods have been kicking ass tonight, and like I gave them a shout out earlier, appreciated it. Chris says, constructive criticism, please don't burn SJWs with child voices. It's kind of discredits our point. We need to be above the SJWs and not give them ammo. I understand your point. I appreciate your point. I think it works. EVS does it better than me, but
we're here to laugh at them. One thing that SJWs don't like is they do not like to be laughed at. Ridicule is their most potent weapon, and it's also the most potent weapon to turn on them in return. So making people laugh at social justice warriors instead of being afraid of them or respecting them or saying, let's have a debate. Let's debate. Do not try to debate a social justice warrior. That's not their point. Laugh at them.
I agree. 0212 says, just a shout out to the mods. They're doing great work right now, and y'all speakers don't seem to appreciate the work they do. Much love to the mod peeps. I gave them a shout out earlier, and I actually took care of the problem because we were getting spammed so much. So now we're not dealing with all that crap anymore. But they were doing a fantastic job. Scottsky 02, I didn't plan on seeing Shaft until those reviews. Damn right. I'm gonna go see it tomorrow, and I am excited as hell. And EVS, it's all EVS's fault.
That's great.
Keith Hauser says, lifelong Godzilla fan, loved it, didn't care about any humans. Godzilla rocked. Yeah, I mean, Doomcock, have you seen it?
Which one?
The new Godzilla?
Oh yeah, I did.
I did not like. I don't hate it, but the humans were so effing stupid that it distracted me. What are your thoughts on it? Because I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't like the characters. I mean, that much is true. But really, for me personally, a monster movie, a kaiju movie, has to have three things in it. It has to have good, clean shots of the monsters, so wide enough back that we can get a sense of their scale. We have to have it in decent lighting. We have to have it with the camera not shaking all over the place. And finally, we have to have it with shots that last more than a second. 1 second cut, 1 second cut, 1 second cut. I want to see the fucking monsters. Yep. And I couldn't see the monsters good enough in Godzilla. At one point, when someone's head gets ripped off, I couldn't even be sure that had happened because it was so murky. The camera was shaking so much, and I didn't know what the hell was going on. So it was a fail for me, honestly. It was a total failure for me.
Yeah, you bring up a good point. I mean, it wasn't as bad as episode 3 of Game of Thrones season 8 in terms of the visuals. No, I just mean in terms of how hard it was to see.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad, but it was still enough of a distraction to bother you. And but my biggest issue was the humans. I mean, they were so goddamn incredibly stupid, and their plan was so stupid. I like every actor in that movie, but it just didn't work for me. And I feel like I'm in the minority on this, man. I got a lot of kickback. A lot of people are like, "F you, Jeremy." They're gonna make Jeremy hates Godzilla accounts now, all this stuff. But it just didn't work for me. But I do have Lord Doomcock on my side, so that's all that matters.
You do, man. I got the same blowback. I actually got people saying, I'll never listen to you again or watch you again. And it's like, I don't know. I think they thought that just because it got bad reviews in the shill media, that meant that automatically, I had to give it a good review. And it's like sometimes like a stop to watch, the shill media is right. And in this case, Godzilla was a big failure. And I even was tolerant of the first one. I liked it. A lot better than a lot of people.
I liked 2014 a lot. I liked it a lot. I was excited for Gareth Edwards to go do Rogue One when coming off that movie. So
I wish we knew what movie he had shot. Actually,
yeah,
I'd love to see the unredacted cut of Gareth. His original cut.
Yep. All right, good stuff. All right, Echo Base Network. The Lucasfilm SVP hire is a bad one when you get John Campea to go on a rant against it. Holy shit, did John Campea go against this?
Somebody tweet me that.
Well, that is a shocker. Wow. That's a shocker. I was not prepared for that one.
Jeremy, it's a trap.
Oh, it always is. I mean, you remember when all of the Kathleen Kennedy videos were getting traction, and then he was defending her all that time, and then suddenly he comes out of nowhere with that anti-Kathleen Kennedy video, and it's like, dude, you don't have any core base of what you believe. You will do whatever, So yeah, that's interesting. I'll have to check that out. Kendo Slice, Let's Go Blues, Play Gloria. I don't know what that one means. That was on you, Jeff.
No, the St. Louis Blues won the Stanley Cup.
Right. Oh, see, I don't. As a sports fanatic as I am, I do not follow hockey, so I do know who the St. Louis Blues are, and I know they won, though. But that's it. Cecil says, "What's up, Cecil?" He says, "Written and directed by Adam Sandler." I think that's when we were talking about a Star Wars movie. I think. What would you say, EVS, earlier? You said, I don't care if it's this directed by this person. Oh, it was what did you say?
David Duvernay, right?
Yeah, Star Wars. Yeah, I would want it to be. What did I say that? Oh, I want it to be Chuck Wendig, directed by Yui Bowl. I thought that the ultimate Star Wars film.
Oh man! So that was Cecil's response to that, I believe. All right, here's Gay Jeremy, another Jeremy account. Jeremy accounts are out of control. Where's Caitlin at tonight? Caitlin, I think we're around 300 Jeremy accounts at this point. I can't keep up. What's your opinion on the Rosie ship in Star Wars? What? I don't know.
Rosie ship? No, that's just a character. She's just a little stout.
We all know what EVS's opinion is on Rose, and we're not going to disrespect his great Rose Tico.
Do not disrespect Tico.
Fluffy Hug says, Rose Tico trilogy, EVS, you can do it.
I'll do it.
You want to do it? All right. Yeah. Confirmed here on the High Council tonight. Jeg says, Eastwood directs Fett trilogy of space westerns. I would love to see a Clint Eastwood Star Wars movie. Jonathan Hurst, Jeff, thanks for Good Morning Pop Culture today. Sorry I missed it live.
Well, you're very welcome. Thank the DJD show. His passion for it is what sparked me to do it. And it was a big success today, and there won't be one tomorrow. I'm not going to act like there's going to be one surprise tomorrow, but there may be more in the future. So if you guys keep watching them and do your best to catch them live, I can make them happen.
Nice. One of my favorite Jeremy accounts. Here's Nigerian Prince Jeremy. Spamming is my job. Oh God, I love that account. Gotham Knight. Ethan, why do you hate Jessica Cruz? You need to see Jessica Cruz, your baby, in an animated DVD named Fatal 5. They did justice by your character.
Good. I don't hate Jessica Cruz. Why would I hate Jessica Cruz? You're welcome.
Oh, goodness. Dragon Lord, I bet all these spammers are Pablo Hidalgo trying to distract you so he can eat the mayo in your fridge.
Ew.
That's creepy.
All right, this is a new Jeremy account. Trapped in Disney's private dungeon, Jeremy. Chuck Wendig is the new prison warden. God help me. What the fuck?
Oh, no.
Michael Montgomery, these exact same bots invaded EFAP's stream earlier. Hail the mods and hail the fandom menace. Don't open the spam. EVS is porn.
Yeah.
Dragon Lord says, these mods are top tier. I rate them 7 out of 5 Crimson Dragons of the Doom Glade of the Death Gracel. The Death Gressel. Darth Tico, $1 super chat. Figs, oh man, figs matter with your boy Cecil. I made a website for orphans. It doesn't have a homepage. Jeez. God damn. I should not have read that. Mattuine pretentiously removes glass. EVS, it's pronounced data racer, not data racer. Is it data racer or data racer?
I don't know.
I don't know. I've always said data racer, so I don't know. I guess the other day.
Data racer.
Yeah, so is it? He's gonna have to confirm this for us on Twitter. Is it Data Racer or Data Racer? I don't know.
I call it Data Racer myself.
You calling Data? Okay. Either way, Data Racer, Data Racer 117 on Twitter. Great follow. We get a lot of information from him, so we really appreciate that. What were you gonna say? Somebody say something.
Oh, I just said yeah. Like I agree.
Oh yeah, great job. The evangelist, swig of wish me luck for my local 1 union test, please. Well, wish you luck and thank you for the super chat. We all wish you luck. And we have over 1,000 likes. Thank you so much for smashing the melee button. We have Lord Doomcock here. We have EVS and we have Jeff from World Class. A full party tonight, and we've had a great turnout. Over 2,000 people, pretty much all night. So that's appreciated. And Doomcock, you and Gary, you want to plug your show? Again, we're not wrapping up. I got a lot of super chats, but Gary, do you want to plug your new show with Gary that you guys are doing on? Is it a weekly show?
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. We are doing the Inquisition on Sunday nights at 8 o'clock Central, usually. And that is basically Brother Gary and Brother Doomcock get together and put the rack and the thumb screws and the Iron Maiden to the pop culture events of the past week. And it's a hell of a lot of fun. We have a great time, and please join us.
Well, I'm definitely excited to hear more about that. I mean, Gary and yourself, huge friends of the channel. Gary made a Orville video for Geeks and Gamers, and apparently Seth MacFarlane saw it and then tweeted about it. I mean, at least he tweeted Gary about it. I don't know if that was, some people said that was like directly after we uploaded that to the channel. I don't know if there was any correlation or not, but I'll take full credit for it because why not? But the timing was pretty much in line with, and it was a really great video that he made for the channel for the Orville. And it was awesome that MacFarlane recognized him. You got MacFarlane recognizing Nerdrotic. You got Shatner recognizing Doomcock and the Fandom Menace. It's just, it's good to be part of the Fandom Menace right now. No doubt about that.
It is.
Edgar Cruz says, all caps comics, the fattest voice in comics. Hey, Pumpkin Pie, I just got the 3-pack of your Vampy cover. Wrecked Planet better be 88 pages like Blood Honey.
No, well, I mean, no promises. But thank you for your support.
Jeremy Gow, wow, I did not see this earlier. $50 super chat. Thank you so much, Jeremy. If you think Shaft was giving SJW's heart failure, imagine when the new Rambo comes out in September and they're really gonna have fits, which will be so glorious. I hope Sly racks up a high body count and says screw you to the NPC and very violent. I still haven't seen the trailer for this Rambo movie. Have you guys seen it?
Good. Yeah, it's awesome. Good.
Yeah, I really just I don't watch trailers unless I'm sitting in a theater waiting, or if I'm going to do a reaction. So, but I've heard nothing but good things about it. So I'm very happy about this. So yeah, but Shaft's going to be the focus right now. They're very unhappy with Shaft, and this is what you have to, if you see an entertainment property that SJWs are screaming about, like they are with Shaft or Cyberpunk 2077, you might want to check it out because it's probably good. So. The Russian or TLJ Russian bot Cecil for the Shatner interview. Bring him on to prep. Cecil and Doomcock interviewing Shatner is probably the greatest possible scenario in the history of the internet, outside of porn. But that's neither here nor there. But I would love to see that. Sir Ralph Shillington, whitest of nights. Good day, fellas. Did you all see the Star Wars YouTube shills with dead channels? Got flown to EA Play and Galaxy's Edge. They weren't critical. I'm shocked. My God, I have so much I want to say about that, but unfortunately, I am sworn to secrecy by my source. Oh, and none of you guys even know. I mean, I have some info on that, but I will just say that this super chat is 100% correct, and I'm going to read it again. Did you see all the Star Wars YouTube shills with dead channels? Got flown to EA Play and Galaxy's Edge. They weren't critical. I'm shocked. That is so painfully accurate. And that's all I'm going to say for right now. Xavier says, check out Bjorn Andreas Bull Hansen on YouTube. Such a good male role model. That's Bjorn Andreas Bull Hansen on YouTube. Ian Aldridge. Ethan, please slow down. You are a ton of fun, but these angry rants are not helping with your diabetes.
I don't have diabetes, you weirdo. What the hell, Ian?
Oh man, Adam Wofford. Hey Jeff, did you check your Astartes yet? Jeff?
Jeff does have diabetes, and he.
Oh, sorry. My mic was muted. I thought I was talking to you guys for the last couple of minutes. Sorry. I'll try to get to watch a little bit for the at least for the podcast to have something to talk about, because I'm a little behind. Sorry.
All right, no problem. I was like, what's going on? Did Jeff get the bad weather that's here in my area? Is he dead?
No, it's just depressing rain every 5 minutes.
Doomcock, we already determined earlier, because I have bad weather in the area. So if I died, you were just going to automatically take my place. So we decided that before you got here. So congrats.
Very well. I will stand ready. It seems like weather around here is okay right now.
Well, that and your chances are good at this point, because I also made a video about OJ, and I think he's gonna get me. I mean, so it's I'm on borrowed time right now. That's for sure.
If the glove doesn't fit, you're in deep shit.
Dude, his Twitter account, it's unbelievable. My point was you can't say mean words on Twitter, but you can be OJ with a Twitter and threaten motherfuckers. It's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Oh, it's crazy. Oh man, what a world we live in. Where am I at? Commander Pluto, have you seen the parody song by Today Howard? Oh, Todd Howard. You sent another one to correct it. Have you seen the parody song by Todd Howard? It's called It Just Works, and it's amazing. I have not seen that. Has anybody seen that?
No.
So parody song called It Just Works by Todd Howard. So if anybody wants to go check that out, I'm not familiar with it. So I will have to check that out. Richard Wetfuss, EVS, please have that rant animated. Yeah, I agree, EVS. Really need to pull that clip and do something with that. That was phenomenal. Put it on your channel.
It's on your channel.
I know.
Yeah.
I think
it might get to you.
Oh, thank you, Ethan. I appreciate that. You're welcome. Nice guy. Such a nice guy. So humble, charming, and nice. But I'm the simple man, all right?
Simple and humble.
I'm the simple man. Doomcock's the Lord of the universe, and Jeff is the person that nobody likes to say his name because it's offensive.
Hey, they called me the Jeff. I'm cool with that.
So I like how Doomcock, did Shatner say anything about your name?
No, he didn't. He didn't actually say anything. I think he said something about Jeff's name, though.
Yeah, he did.
World-class bullshitters, and he gave like a look,
like a rolling eyes emoji.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's great. I love it. I love that William Shatner is making comments about the Fandom Menace channel's names. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. Chris said CPA just face the best, or CPA just face the best rant preach. It was a great rant. So this is around the time that you went on that rant, EVS. So Wanderer, when I was about 11, when I first encountered SJW culture, I was at it was an Anita Sarkeesian video, and even then I knew something wasn't right. I think that anybody with even an ounce of common sense can hear anything from Anita Sarkeesian and understand something's not right. It's pretty obvious. Chris says comic artist pro or comic book pro, preach that shit. So I got you on that one, Chris. Ethan Hawk, the culture war is something we can't keep messing around with. There are real consequences to cultural and societal rot, and it's not a game, not ever. And that plays upon EVS's point. Commander Pluto, you guys are awesome. I love you. We love you right back. Rowilla99, love your videos. Well, thank you. Somebody said today, they're like, now that, because now my, I still do my, every now and then, I don't do it every video, but I do my, what's up, Geeks and Gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video. And now I end it with, thank you very much for watching this video. And so they're like, you son of a bitch. Now you've got me hooked on your intro and your outro. I'm like, that's why I got it. I got to get that watch time out of you. So they're excited. I have to do it every time now. It's almost like they're demanding my thank you very much ending more than they're demanding my videos. But either way, I'm good with it. Michael LaFleur, I'd like to. I'm not gonna say that one. I'm not gonna say that one. Ominous Jack says at least hentai is safe for now. Nintendo too. Kermit the Log, thanks for fighting for geeks and gamers everywhere. I fight SJWs through my comedy videos that are not PC. If you dig offensive humor, I dig offensive humor. I think everybody on this panel digs offensive humor because why not? Like I don't understand it. Adam Waffer, hey Jeff, did you check out? Oh yeah, we got that one. Wait, did I back up?
I think you did because I answered that one. Yeah,
or it was the second. It was sent again. So Adam, did you mean to send that again? If not, get that retraction. But I don't want you sending multiple super chats if you didn't mean to. Figs Matter with your boy Cecil. You guys should upload your streams as podcasts. That's possible. I mean, at the end of the day, we just leave them. I just leave them public. I mean, for a while I was taking them and making them unlisted, but we just leave them public. But we've considered that in the past. And look, like we said, we got some changes coming in the very near future. We're going to take the next step with this show and the brand, and that might be something that we consider. So thank you for that. Jared Weaver, let's see, add Battle of Hymn of the Republic to your upload, EVS. Like Jeremy, I grew up on G.I. Joe. We need Duke, Luke Skywalker, and John Wayne for the boys that want to emulate when they grow up, not Soy Boy Ren. Damn right. And don't give me that goddamn Channing Tatum Duke bullshit that we got in that first G.I. Joe movie. Fuck that shit. All right, sorry.
Was The Rock acceptable?
The Rock was acceptable, but Channing Tate, get the fuck out of here.
Charming Taint Man. Dude, I saw both G.I. Joe movies in theaters. They were nothing special.
I mean, the only things that were good about them are Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow were done perfectly in those films. I love Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. Everything else is a colossal disaster in those movies. And the moment I heard Channing Tatum was cast as Duke, I was like, are you kidding me right now? What? It's just unbelievable. So anyway,
I was just like, who is that?
I'm not happy about it. Still not happy. I still haven't gotten over it. But we got a Snake Eyes movie in production. I don't know what the hell to think about that. But whatever. The Rookie Critic, man, you guys keep on killing it every week. Don't slow down. Also, just a reminder on the lines of the skit. No worries. They're due by July the 20th. You got it, buddy. You got it. Manic Boy Productions. I'm a leftist who supports and agrees with you guys. JSWs use hate, slander, and manipulation as tactics. Terrible people who don't live in reality. That is truth. Mega Jetty 1, Top Gun. What about Iron Eagle? Where's the love? Who doesn't love Iron Eagle on this panel? I mean, come on.
All you got to do is be a patron and request it. We'll do that movie too. We just sat through Mother last week, okay? Give us a break.
God, have you seen that movie, Doomcock?
No, I haven't.
Don't.
Seriously, as your friend,
yeah,
never watch it. Watch any other movie that is trash. Like watch the video from The Ring. Do not watch Mother. It'll kill you.
Now, you're talking about Mother the original or I Am Mother?
No,
just
Mother with
Darren Aronofsky.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. Really awful, huh?
J
Man,
Law.
It's interesting. There's where Jacob became a new member. Thank you so much for that. I don't know how to pronounce your name. You sent me an email though. It's UCHE. So I'm gonna say Uchi. I don't know. But I got your email and I will be in contact with you about what you talked to me about because I'm very interested. Love the work you guys are doing. SJWs often try to represent people who didn't ask for representation, and Cyberpunk 2077 creators' message the other day was absolute gold. You are 100% right. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the email. I will be in contact. I am interested in talking with you more. So understand that I definitely am. All right. Observant Jim says, "Hi EVS, missed your show. Tweeted a question about sketch cards." That's from Observant Jim, EVS.
Oh, okay.
Manic Boy Productions wouldn't let me use SJW, so I reversed it. Ha, okay, that's what you did. I was wondering why it wouldn't let you use SJW in the goddamn thing in the super chat. Really?
I love how eloquent you are at times. The goddamn thing.
with the thing.
Hey, dude, you just whatever. Fuck them. Hey, today. So check this out. Today, I was at Schlossky's Deli, and I'm standing in line, and this lady is fucking screaming at the cashier. I mean, she's screaming at her, and they were just. I mean, these two ladies were standing there at the cash register, and they just were having to listen to this lady just grill them about something. She wanted a refund. She turns around, she looks at me, she goes, "Sir, if I were you, I wouldn't do any business here." I said, "Well, ma'am, I didn't ask for your opinion. I think I'll spend my money how I want to." And she goes, "Well, you don't have to be rude." I said, "You don't have to be rude. I've dealt with retail my entire life, and I can't stand when people like you come into my place of business. And I run my own business now, so I don't have to listen to your shit." And she shut the F up really quick. So I'm not really the most articulate person, the point I'm trying to make. Don't harass retail workers. Leave these people alone. They make nothing. They're not responsible for the decisions in the stores. They're simply doing the job of corporate America who doesn't pay attention to shit. Don't harass these people. If you do, go fuck yourself. Thank you. All right. We have two new members, Figs Matter, with your boy Cecil and Kermit the Log. Thank you so much for being members. Jason Green, sorry I'm late. I never got a notification. Hail. Hail what? It should be Hail Doomcock.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Damn it. Maybe you stuttered.
Oh man. Kendo Slice says, "I feel the need for speed."
God damn it, Kendo.
Logan Michael anti Funko Pops. Hail Lord Doomcock.
Hail.
Bruce Lombardo, is this caffeinated Doomcock?
No, I'm not caffeinated. I'm actually like liquored. I'm tranquilized.
The Grand Inquisitor Jeremy just LS swapped the Z and the problem solved. You know, Grand Inquisitor, I have not taken that idea off the table. And for anybody that's curious, he's talking about putting an LS1 Corvette engine in the Z car. The engine does connect with the transmission. It's a pretty simple swap for someone who knows what they're doing. And the LS1 Corvette engine is far more reliable than the twin turbo Z car after 30 fucking years. Those things are a nightmare. But anyway, we're not going to get into that. But I have considered the LS1 swap. Or the LS swap, Grand Inquisitor. All right, Trevor RN, Hail Doomcock and the fandom menace. This is where Doomcock came in. Commander Pluto, Doomcock? Yes. Lord Marshal Tiberius, hail the Doomcock. Hail the Angry One. The Death Corp of the Craig stands with you, sir. Just as soon as we finish fighting the Moleman.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you, and hail to you all.
Dude, the chat went insane when you came in. It was beautiful. I was like, wow, I haven't seen them this excited since I don't know when. It was pretty awesome. So,
dude, that is awesome. Thank you guys so much for the warm welcome. Seriously.
Yeah, and where are you at now? You're at 35,000 on your channel?
I just crossed 35,000. Yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What the hell's EVS got? What the fuck is this EVS? Holy shit. What the hell?
This is Kathleen Kennedy replacement. Here she is. Let's just fill your computer screen and take a long, hard second to get adjusted to this face. Do not fall into those eyes. It will lead you to your sunken place. This is a terrifying woman. And people who want to know, is she a Star Wars fan? Here she is trying to eat an X-Wing. She is.
Oh, it's a vintage one too.
She is trying to. She's trying to eat an X-Wing. That's not what you're supposed to do with that. So enjoy this woman.
Where did you get that image from?
That was on Twitter earlier. I saw it.
Oh my God. It looks like fucking Kathleen Kennedy doing a commercial for floss.
Star Wars is dead. Star Wars is dead. Star Wars is
trouble.
It is.
It's over. It's
It
over.
is.
It's over. EVS just reminded us. I'm
Yep.
depressed now. I'm depressed. Moving on. Jacob says, the Mary Sue just made an article about how wonderfully gay Dungeons and Dragons has to come. Hail, hail, hail to the Overlord, the mighty and all-powerful Doomcock. Hail, my friend. Hail.
Hail, hail. The gang's all here. Thank you guys so much.
Trencher1375. Their tactic with Shaft 2 will be the same as their tactic with Jeff. They will pretend it does not exist. 100%. Now, Doomcock, are you familiar with Shaft, the new movie that just came out? I mean, I know you're familiar with Shaft, but I'm just saying, like, are you familiar with what's going on with it?
Yeah, well, I saw the trailer actually, and
Okay.
I thought it was pretty damn cool. At
Yeah.
first, I thought, "Oh God, this is gonna suck," but no, I think it's neat. The guy learning the ways of the street from Richard Roundtree. That's awesome. Well,
Exactly, man. And my whole point was, we were all told that if we didn't support Black Panther, we're racist and everything, and how we have to celebrate this movie. But and again, I liked Black Panther, by the way, but I was called a member of the Klan because I gave it an 8 out of 10.
Jeremy.
Right.
Yeah.
Pew,
What?
pew. Pew, pew. Pew, pew, Jeremy.
Oh
Thank you.
man, oh, it's so painful. But yeah, man. So now we've got Shaft, and it has 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I thought everybody was racist. I thought everybody hated black people. I thought everybody was intimidated by non-white leading roles in film. And here we have an all-black cast that's getting universal praise from the fans. So it must mean that the critics are racist now because they're giving it bad reviews. That's the logic that they've implemented.
Yeah, unfortunately, the black people in that movie are the wrong gender of black, and they don't count. You see,
Right.
that's the problem.
Yep.
That's the problem.
That's it. Teresa Martin, hail Lord Doomcock. Yesterday was amazing. So happy for you. You deserve it.
Thank you very much.
Zorak, Lord Doomcock joins, and I wish I could like this stream twice. Send Shatner out regards. Trebuchet justing. Good stuff. Good stuff. Stone Cold Jeremy, is there an over/under line for when OJ gets banned when he praises Trump? Outside of that, nothing. Doesn't matter. Feroquous Domain, hail Doomcock. All the fans are here. The Doomcock.
Hail for Equus Domain. Yeah, great guy.
I just got reminded that I did miss a super chat earlier about Nick. Is it Rikita? How is it? How do you say his name?
Nick Rikita, I think.
Rikita. Okay. Somebody asked about that because I can't find the super chat, the specific one, but Ethan, they were asking if you're going to be the next on his stream.
I don't think so. No plans.
You've been on his stream before, haven't you?
Many times. Yeah.
So, but I talked to Hero High and so, as a matter of fact, there's somebody else that just said, wow, giving Rikita a run for his money. I guess that's the rant. I've never really I've watched a few of Rikita's live streams. He turns the numbers on those streams. He gets like 6,000, 7,000, 10,000 people sometimes. So good stuff. The Fandom Menace stream highlights are here. There's some funny stuff and some serious stuff from the Fandom Menace. Check us out. And we appreciate the Fandom Menace channel. 007 Cloud, make Spider-Man a man again.
Yes. Poor boy.
Spider Boy.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh man. Fortuitous how do I say this? I can never say this. Fortuitous gaming. Not sure if you've seen it. Millennium Falcon Ride is basically an arcade shooter. One pilot controls up, down, one person left, right. Two people press buttons to shoot. Two press buttons as mechanics. I have heard about this, and it's incredibly disappointing. I mean, monumentally disappointing. This ride seems to be a huge dud. And as a Disney parks fan, and I'm very in tune with the parks and what they do. And I bring up Avatar. They had James Cameron working with Disney Imagineers, and again, I'm not a fan of the movie Avatar, but the land of Avatar at Animal Kingdom there's not a negative thing I can say about it. It's unreal. Everything, every detail, everything. The rides are amazing. The technology is amazing. And I just think, like, what would Star Wars land be like if maybe they, maybe worked with there's this guy. I don't know if a lot of people have heard of him. I know a lot of people at Disney are not aware of this name. But there's a guy named George Lucas that you could have fucking called and had him work with you, and it would have been a hell of a lot better than the shit that we've gotten. But they weren't interested in that. They were interested in building this sequel trilogy garbage, and it's just sad. It's really sad. So, as a theme park fan,
you don't have to be sad. You can be happy, like Michelle Rejuan. You can be happy, Jeremy. Why are you sad when you could be happy? Look into my eyes, Jeremy. Go into, fall into my eyes. Fall into your sunken place, Jeremy. Oh,
Thank you.
Ethan.
God, looks like Jim Carrey in drag, really.
I'm taking a line from Billy Madison. Stop it, lady. You're scaring us. How about some more Sloppy Joes? God, I love that movie. I love Billy Madison.
I do too.
That and Happy Gilmore. I don't care how bad Adam Sandler movies get. I will always appreciate him for those two films alone. Period. I want to go on I just want to go on a bunch of Billy Madison quotes right now, but I'm not. But anyway.
Leodara goes, Jesus, protect me.
Do what?
Jesus, protect me from Michelle Rejuan. Oh, it's funny.
All right, I see the chat now talking about Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison. So, all right, let's move on before I start talking about he called the shit poop. All right.
We're going to have fun with Michelle Rejuan. I can already tell.
I definitely agree with that. All right, Jason Green. Hail, Doomcock. Hope the weather didn't affect you too much Sunday. Got some hail damage coming back from the area.
Yeah, it was a hell of a storm. Knocked me out just as I concluded my live stream. Then boom. The power went out. It was amazing. Perfect.
Yeah, I remember seeing you tweet about that. I thought about when I got knocked off the High Council that week when that happened, when I saw your tweet. So good that everything turned out good.
Oh yeah.
The Phantom Menace saw Brightburn the other night. Hated the ending. What would make it okay though is if they do a bad Batman and a bad Wonder Woman and make the evil Justice League. That would be cool. Thoughts, High Council? I mean, that's pretty much. I don't want to go into like that deep spoil. I mean, I enjoyed the movie. I think that's what they're setting up. Full fledged. That's what they're setting up. I don't know if anybody else has seen it. Has anybody else seen it?
No, I don't.
Which is it?
Brightburn, like the evil Superman.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Jeff, what were you saying?
Oh no, I haven't even seen a full trailer for it. I just hear the fans talk about it, and I go, "Oh, maybe I'll check it out," and then I completely forget it exists.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's not doing well at the box office, so they didn't market it that well. But Party Alm Savi, when is EVS going on EFAP? Ah, my lord, a pleasure. When are you going on EFAP with the Mauler in the game?
I haven't been invited. I don't expect to get invited. They haven't invited me, and I don't expect an invite. So. That's all.
Richard Wetfuss, it's like we're living in Logan's Run today. Oh, unfortunately. Gawker's death rattle. Hard to argue Gen X isn't the worst. We made social media. That's true. Commander Pluto, I'm a millennial, and I'm not an idiot. I support all of you. Well, you are the exception to the rule, and we appreciate that. We definitely do. Richard Wetfuss, Shaft's big score, Shaft in Africa, Shaft 2001, Shaft 2019. So I think that's when, Jeff, you were asking about how many there were.
Okay, I guess I forgot Shaft's big score, but I know I've seen that one. Shaft Africa one, no thank you.
I've never heard of Shaft in Africa. Is that really a thing?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah,
I've never heard of that. Is it like is it a parody of it or what?
It's him. Richard Roundtree's in it.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that one. I've heard of every other one though. All right. Fletcher Lynn says Neil Young is the godfather of grunge and Mr. Shatner is the godfather of Comicsgate. We got to get Shatner on. We're going to make this happen. Mega Jetty 1, not all millennials are bad, EVS. I'm one, and I behave and identify as Generation X due to growing up in the 80s or on 80s movies like Terminator and Lethal Weapon. Well, there you go.
Consider myself told.
Rob Liefeld, is this the real one? Can you unblock me on Twitter because I said I hated The Last Jedi?
That ain't no real Rob Liefeld.
No, I know. EVS, in your Cyberfrog Blood Honey comic, has human technology stagnated since the invasion of the giant wasps, or would they have touchscreen cell phones and everything else we have today?
Human technology ceased in 1989 or 1998. So no, nothing.
There it is. And again, if this is the real Rob, please unblock me. I'm sorry.
You don't
He
have to
blocks a lot
apologize.
of. I know. He blocks a lot of people, man. Did he block you, EVS? You know him, don't you?
Yeah, he blocked me.
Do you
he
know him?
Me. I do know him. I know him very well. Yeah.
And when did he block you? This is just recent, right?
I guess so. I can't remember.
EVS can't keep up.
Yeah, everybody's blocked me.
Let's see. I know Cecil commented earlier about the Doomcock Shatner thing, and he says he's trying to get Will Wheaton to unblock him.
Why?
Will Wheaton is insane, dude. He really is. He's insane. This was like a month and a half ago. He made a long tweet because Facebook recommended a PewDiePie fan group to him, and he went on this mega rant about Facebook is supporting Nazis and white supremacy because they suggested a PewDiePie fan group to him. He went on this long mega rant, and then on cue, because kind of what happens is when you kind of go after somebody who has 100 million subscribers, and you call them a lot of names that aren't true, you're kind of going to get some resistance. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So of course the PewDiePie, the 9-year-old army, came after him, and of course they did. And then he plays the victim, and it's just like, dude, you started this, all because something completely unrelated to him. It's not like he had control of a fan group on Facebook, got it recommended to you. So it's just Will Wheaton is insane, man. He really is. So
he had it coming.
Good luck, Cecil. We hope this happens. I would love to see Cecil interview Will Wheaton. That would be fantastic. J Raptor, did any of you council members watch Cobra Kai season 2? Yeah, show is fantastic. I think you gents would enjoy it. It's on YouTube for free now. Is it on YouTube for free now?
And I'm watching it tomorrow.
Really? Okay. Well, yes, I've seen season 2. EVS has seen season 2. Doomcock, have you seen it?
On Cobra, which one?
Season 2 of Cobra Kai.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen it already.
Greatness,
it was great.
Man. Greatness. So if it's on YouTube for free, Jeff, have you seen season 1?
Oh yeah, we did a commentary or a review for it last year on Patreon. We're gonna do Cobra Kai season 2 stuff. I just was waiting to find a way to watch it, but now I have one.
Yeah, man, it's awesome. So definitely check it out. But yeah, we all love it. I don't know if there's anybody in the Phantom Menace that doesn't not love or at least very much like Cobra Kai. As a matter of fact, if there's anybody watching this, of the 2,000 people that are watching, is there anybody that honestly just doesn't like Cobra Kai season 1 or 2? I would love to know. I would have to think nearly every single person in the Phantom Menace likes this series, because I don't know what's not to like about it. Turd Burglar. That's Jeff's favorite name.
Yeah.
Doomcock, how did the rest of the stream go on how Shatner unblocked you?
It went great. I mean, we kept trying to get off and just kept adding things. I mean, then, it was talking about Shatner was sending messages out and was talking about people were trying to get him to let me interview him. It was great. It was amazing. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I just you can hear me live actually responding, because Echo Base Network sent a super chat, and I was way behind on super chats, and then people in the chat are saying, read his super chat. I did. Holy crap. And by the time I read it, I was already up to $100 or $200 towards the goal, and I was like, Jesus.
That's awesome, man. And it's what it's all about, man. They can sit there and say we're toxic and we're this and we're that, but at the end of the day, the proof is in the pudding. And we just have an amazing group of people that are behind us and supportive of us, and we support them. It's just beautiful to be part of. It really is.
It is.
Vienna Wells says, I insist for this SJW, so interested in diversity. Where are Native Americans? Guess that demographic don't buy tickets. Well, what it is that you just don't fit their social narrative. I mean, at some point, Native Americans will work into their victim culture when it's beneficial to them. Again, I've said this before. All these people that get on Twitter or all these executives, these CEOs that want to, prance around about how much they care about inclusion of diversity and all this shit. When's the last time you think one of these people were driving down some random country road and looked over and saw a bunch of dudes roofing a house and stopped and said, I am so upset because there's not enough representation on this roofing project. I can't take it. You know how many times that's happened? Never. Do you know why? Because these people don't care about the shit that they spew. It's all for virtue signaling. They don't care. And the moment you think they care is the moment that you are lost. They don't care. It's that simple. It's just that simple. I would love for Bob Iger to be driving down a country road in his very expensive whatever, his Lamborghini or whatever he drives. I don't know, his Benz, and all of a sudden just stops and goes, honey, Willow, what's his Willow Bay? Willow, stop. Oh, I'm so upset right now. I just see a bunch of overweight white men on this roof and I can't take it. Call in the helicopters and let's get some diversity in here. Never happened. Never. But if you want to believe that, that's fine. You can keep believing it. Say hello to the Easter Bunny this year also. All right. DJM, always do the stupid SJWs, like I just did. Showing them respect is almost as bad as apologizing to them. Hail Doomcock. Hail Doomcock. RC from NYC. What's up, everyone? I think Kong versus Godzilla is going to be epic. The producers are pushing back the release date so they can get it right. Hashtag Kaiju Jeremy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not against. I mean, I'm still. I don't think, and I think Doomcock and I are the only two that've seen it. As much as I didn't really like Godzilla, as much as everyone else seems to like it, I don't feel that my interest is dead in the franchise or anything. I'm still interested in the next, movie, and I'm sure Doomcock is at least interested in some respect, right?
Oh yeah, I loved Kong Skull Island. I thought it was great. So God, if they would get a good director in there, look, it's all about the directing. If you've got a competent director that can put together an action sequence like Steven Spielberg could in Raiders, it should be awesome. These hacks that come out of Hollywood these days and just, grab random footage and slap it together in a rough assembly and just say their job is done without actually crafting a sequence. Those are the scumbags I can't stand. So you get a good director in there. Hell yes, I'm there for Kong versus Godzilla.
Mm-hmm. So it's not I'm not upset at all. It's not like Star Wars level or something like that. It's just, I just didn't like the movie as much as everybody else. And I had some problems with it. And so did Doomcock. So, let's see. Katarn Lunny says, we demand more Harvey. Hit that button, guys. It's time to cry havoc and let the, how do you say it? How do you say it? Harvey what?
Cthulhu?
Cthulhu.
Yeah,
I needed to get the tones there. Go Cthulhu of War. I had to get the tone down. I always forget the tone. So, but you got your army here. So there they are.
That's what I keep telling this metal-hatted bastard to let me out to the fucking cage and let me rampage, because then I'd end Star Wars and Star Trek and all our problems would be gone. That's simple.
Gold, internet gold. Damaj and I still trying to get rid of the evil geek man. Yeah, Damaj and I is trying to, if you guys aren't aware, so, last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago, I can't remember, one of these weeks on the High Council, we decided to fire Jeremy, or it was a live stream is what it was. So I have determined that Jeremy and his male toxicity needs to be removed from Geeks and Gamers. We can no longer stand under the regime of me running this company that I founded into the ground. We need more representation at the top at Geeks and Gamers. We need female representation. So I'm looking for somebody to overthrow me because I can't in good conscience stand by and allow me, a white male, to be running this company. So, I mean, I don't know. Can somebody Me Too me out there? I don't know. I mean, we got to get rid of me. I mean, it's got to be done. I saw some fucking hater of mine the other day say, I hope he gets caught up in a pro-Jared scandal. That's what somebody said.
I'm a green male. I can take your place. I'm green, not white.
Yeah, I need female representation, sir. Sorry. You just don't. It's just, you're not good enough. You're not good enough.
Harriet. What?
Oh man, but Dimaj and I keep going, man. Eventually, somebody will dethrone me. Here's Gay Jeremy, the Rose Tico and Ray romance in episode 9. Oh, that's what you're talking about. What the is that a thing? EVS?
What?
Rose Tico and Ray romance in
No,
in
that's not a
episode 9?
thing. It's no, of course not.
You can confirm that here live on the High Council in front of 1,900 people.
She would have told me, and we, would have talked. Yeah.
Thomas, you were good, buddy. Have a good night. You were great. I appreciate the support, man. Get some sleep, and we will talk to you later. Anthony Mata says, "Evening, everyone. If you had a choice, solo a Star Wars story or John Carter." John Carter. I like John Carter. I think John Carter's very underrated. I don't know what you guys think, but
yeah, I thought it was great. It's just a bad marketing campaign and a lousy title.
Terrible marketing, but I thought John Carter was really good, and it's on Netflix if you guys want to go check it out if you haven't seen it. What about you? What you guys? EVS. Jeff?
God, it's been a while. I saw John Carter in theaters, and like I've told in the past, somebody pulled the fire alarm in the middle of the movie.
Oh, wow.
And then it came back with now picture but sound. I remember not disliking it. Like, I don't have anything bad to say about it. I'll go with that. At least it doesn't, make me upset like Solo does.
Kind of hurt my feelings, though. A little
what
bit.
did?
That movie, John Carter. Hey, look, a fellow named Ben Cheevers came back. He said, "Wow, I can't believe your video came out 5 hours ago because I went and saw Shaft, and I am proud to report that I did it solely because of your video. Shaft is fucking amazing. I absolutely understand why it got 96% approval. It's fun all the way through. It's a perfect film. It does everything that it wants to do perfectly. It was such a good film. People were hooting and clapping in the theater, and not in a douchey way. It was like we're all having so much fun you couldn't contain it. You need to see this, Uncle Ethan. It's a love letter to everything that's cool about movies. The best part is that it doesn't include anything to be edgy or anti-PC. It just doesn't cower in fear, and it tells the joke it wanted to tell without regard for the window lickers." Thank you so much, Ben Cheevers. What a great review of Shaft 2.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm going to see it tomorrow. Can't wait, man. I'm looking forward to it. Adam Wofford says, "Hey, Jeremy, did you read my super chat? I was out." Yes, I actually read it twice because you sent it twice. So if you didn't mean to send it twice, check your bank account. I mean, it was like $2 super chat, but I still don't want you getting double charged if you didn't mean to send it twice. Jesse says, "Hail Doomcock, the Overlordist."
Thank you. Hail, sir.
Let's see. Jeff Corwin says, "What do you think of kilts? I think they suck." What kind of question is that?
Like the actual garb? The clothing?
Yeah. Like Rowdy Roddy Piper?
They're cool on him.
Yeah. I mean, that's really my only opinion of is Rowdy Roddy Piper rocked one, and he's a legend. So that's really all I got. Anybody else?
They're not for me.
I mean, I have nothing against kilts. I mean, they're a ceremonial garb of the Scottish people. I don't think it's my place to say anything derogatory about what the Scots have always worn for hundreds of years. It's to them, it's a garb of a piece of clothing worn with honor and pride, even though it looks like you are dressed like Sherilyn Fenn in Twin Peaks. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's not masculine. To the Scots, indeed, it is masculine, and I will say nothing against it. Thank you.
Rowdy Roddy Piper. That's all I got to say. So badass. So somebody said, "Jeremy, get with the Nick Ricada." I mean, I've talked to very many people have asked me to go on with him or have him on Geeks and Gamers. I'd love to. I mean, I don't really have Hero High said he say something, but I think he's familiar with me too. But yeah, at some point I'd love to get that guy on. I mean, I've been doing that whole interview thing that I've been doing here on the channel, and I'm really happy with all of those videos, and that's what I'm going to be moving into is a lot more of those type of videos. They don't get the views, but I think it's just really good content, and I'll probably have VVS on for one, Jeff and Doomcock and other people in the Fandom Menace as time goes on. But all right, David Hervey, we need to discuss EVS new soy-based voices he has been doing in his videos. I'm still laughing about them. Definitely deserves to be a million views.
I'll never get 1 million views. Maybe I'll add it up together on my videos.
You will. Dimajanai, check out the channel too. Yes, check out Dimajanai. Dimajanai is awesome. We met him in Chicago. Good people right there. Stevie J Reviews. Great channels, guys. Just wanted to say good day. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. We appreciate that. Heavy Metal Social RM, $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Mellow Soul. It's one thing to make people laugh. It's another to make people smile. Norm McDonald. You guys make me smile every day or all day. I also don't mind the laughs. Hail the fandom menace. That was a nice super chat. Thank you. Really appreciate that.
Still
Stephanie
managed to hurt my feelings. Thank you.
Yeah, well, it's not that hard to do that. Stephanie B dropped a link to the Geeks and Gamers store, guys. It's something I do a terrible job of promoting. So please go to geeksandgamers.com/store and get you some Geeks and Gamers merch. I really have to start pushing this. I'm really bad about that. So please, geeksandgamers.com/store. Get you some Geeks and Gamers merch. Demogenai says I missed a super chat. Oh, I did. Vote Demogenai. Vote Demogenai as your new Geeks and Gamers president. Love you guys. I support this. Demogenai. We need Demogenize a new Geeks and Gamers president. Richard Wetfuss, Jeff, talk again about the cream pie stories. Oh, I don't know about that one. Let's see. Jeff, what you got on?
I'm completely lost.
That's from Richard Wetfuss.
Like the factory that makes the cream pies? Wait, I don't even know. I'm sorry, Richard. Context, please. I'll gladly talk about whatever you guys want, but I don't understand the context.
All right, we'll have to come back to that one. A1 sends a $1 super chat. Thank you so much. Heavy Metal Social RM. First hero as a kid was Tommy from Power Rangers. If they made him to just want to give up and die, it would have been a kick in my stomach. Yes, and that is what a lot of people are feeling with a lot of these characters from today. Richard Wetfuss says she shouldn't be eating, Shouldn't she be eating a Y-wing with a winky face? DM Odds Kathleen Kennedy 2.0 does yoga to find her center. Jesus, y'all. Multitasking Jeremy. Weekend to-do list. Watch Shaft, watch Doomcock's new show, and roast SJWs on Twitter while defending Shatner. Hail the High Council. That's a good one right there. Wanderer says, hashtag make Thor again. And I think everybody would agree with that. Jacob says Men in Black International should have been named Men in Blacking. Mellow Soul, she's got a smile that only a dentist would love. RC from NYC, fire Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. We have found our new leader, Doomcock. Jeremy, go mid-well yourself. Everybody's mad at me because I said I what's the big deal with eating my steak well done? I don't understand why that's a problem.
Is it?
It's weird, yeah.
I overcook everything that I like. All my food. I like to have it overcooked. That's just. I mean, I guess mid-well is more along the lines, but I nowhere near rare or anything like that. It's got to be.
Try a medium well first. Like you don't have to jump into the deep end, but well done. Okay, let me try medium well. Okay, there's a little bit of pink. There's actually juice in my steak. Cool. Then you move down to like a nice medium rare. Or medium, and then I think you can stop there. You don't need to go rare, but you got to have some flavor in your meat. You don't want it charred to a crisp.
I know, what the hell?
Yeah,
that's weird, man. I'll eat it as rare as I possibly can without catching a disease. That's how I feel.
Me too.
I mean, for full disclosure, I am a weird person, so this isn't really that shocking.
We didn't know you were this weird. Though.
I've never drank alcohol in my life. That's very weird.
That's not that weird.
Doomcock said that's fucked up.
I can't even imagine how you live.
I'm a strange person. I have a very weird diet, and so it is what it is.
That's okay, Jeremy. We still like you.
There's a little sarcasm in there, and I appreciate.
I just want to make sure your feelings aren't hurt by anything that's being said in here. How are your feelings?
I mean, I'm leading a Fire Jeremy campaign, so that's good.
How do you think I'm doing? How do you think my feelings are? I'm trying to fire myself.
Johnny the Whiz Kid, are y'all excited for Ivan's The Last Jedi Fix Thursday? Yes, Ivan's Last Jedi re-edit is releasing on Thursday. He's been uploading several videos about that on his channel. So yeah, man, everybody get hyped and go support Ivan Ortega and his re-edit of The Last Jedi. Talked to him yesterday, actually. Adam Wofford, hey Jeff, also sent you an email with Death of Hope. It's also said in Warhammer 40k universe. It shows how big Space Marines are compared to humans. So that's from Adam.
I'll check it out.
Jeff,
it sounds like me compared to normal people.
Yeah, I heard that. Lord Marshall Tiberius, SJWs smell like cat pee, tears, and old Chinese food. Wow. Savage. Accurate. That is accurate. So let me see. How do I say this?
Omnipotent?
No, Ominous Jack. Ominous Jack.
Ominous Jack.
Ominous Jack. SJWs are getting Chris Chan level of cringe over and over. Also, Lil J, what's your take on what's happening with Alex Jones? I'm not gonna go down that one on this channel because that's a rabbit hole right there. But I'll just say I am not Alex Jones' #1 fan or anything like that. I'm a fan of him as from a meme perspective and an entertainment perspective. But I don't. I think what's happening is very suspect. What's going on, but I'm not going to get into the details of that. That's not a topic I want to talk about on Geeks and Gamers at all. I'm going to stay way away from that one. Are you guys familiar with what's going on right now?
Nope.
Not anything new with Alex. I mean, I've been following.
There's something that happened yesterday. It's bad. It's really bad. So, and it's I just Google it. I don't want to say.
I heard.
Yeah. I don't want to get into the topic, but I do not. There's something going on there. I don't buy the story. Midnight's Edge after. Oh, go ahead.
It did seem fishy.
Yeah, definitely. Mazamonte, I haven't missed your super chat yet. I'm almost to it though. Midnight's Edge after dark. Kathleen Kennedy 2.0 is a bad robot plant and unblock #unblock Doomcock. Midnight's Edge, friend of the channel, friend of the Fandom Menace, part of the Fandom Menace. So Midnight's Edge is good people. So go subscribe to Midnight's Edge.
Yeah, I got to hang out with them on a stream the other night. They're fun.
Yeah, definitely. So, all right, where am I at? Because I know Mazza wanted me to. Yeah, Mazza, did I miss your super chat? I'm looking for it now because I saw it come in earlier, and it's not on my. Oh, there it is. From Headrock EVS. Ask him, Kirk, to write the name of the episode he was in. Caps signed DVD tier, LOL. Hail the High Council, hail Lord Doomcock.
What a great idea. Thank you so much for that. That's a reference to something I said yesterday. Thank you.
Okay, so my bad on that, Mazza. Let's see. Let me catch back up. Sometimes this super chat screen jumps around and it gets you really confused and it's hard to keep up with everything. Down B says, you guys are an inspiration, no homo. Godzilla King of Monsters was awesome despite trash human story. Truly respected the fan base and the originals. Take my money. And again, and this is what we talk about with Fandom Menace. Like, you got the only two people in this panel that have seen that movie do not like it. And we are full support of the fact that you like it and we're happy for you, totally. It just didn't work for me and didn't work for Doomcock. So I think you liked it less than I did, though, Doomcock.
Yeah, look, all I want to see is the monsters. That's all that matters to me. If you had great monster fights and a terrible story, I wouldn't care. I'd still give it thumbs up.
Yeah. But we're happy you enjoyed it. Really am. Yeah. And Blue White Scorpio says, sorry, I hound your Twitter accounts. It's how I roll. Oh, don't worry. I just feel bad that I can't respond to people all the time, but feel free to spam me on Twitter. Nigerian Prince spams me all the time with all these things he wants me to sign and bank account information. So
you should do it. It sounds like it's legit.
Chihuahua Jeremy, Borkus bark, below average, laughing my ass off. Jeremy, Barkus bark. DJ Nutsack, I'm a millennial. Now apologize, EVS. Well, you have pissed off the millennials.
I'm sorry, you're a millennial.
You went
for me.
That was a good answer. Richard Wetfuss, that party, Jeff, you and the cream pie.
What party? Jesus, I don't remember. And I'm not even trying to hide something. Party cream pie.
All right, I'll let you think on that one. I'll move on. Achira77, I got into an argument with a guy about The Last Jedi last week. Well, I'm sorry for you on that. I really am. What is it?
No. I'm thinking we met him at Star Wars. He was cool at Celebration. I don't. Richard Wetfist, just shoot us an email or a message or something to remind me the context, and I'll talk about it at our Batman party tomorrow night. I just don't remember it.
All right, Snowdub Music and Entertainment. Hail Doomcock, much love to the High Council car video. So we appreciate that. And I love the rap song you made. I love the rap song. You guys see the rap song he made about car video from the JR Army? Yeah. So good. Love it. Let's see. Ominous Jack. I always mess it up. Doomcock, don't you constantly message you shoot? Huh?
You shoot?
Yeah. Huh? I don't know what you shoot is. YOUSHOOT.
No, I don't know what that is.
I don't either. I don't know. I don't understand that one at all. So if Jack, if you need to clarify, feel free to try to comment in the stream. You don't have to send another super chat, but I don't know what that is or what that means. Ben Davis, hail my liege, Jeremy. I didn't like Godzilla King of Monsters either, so don't feel like you're alone. Thanks for having Doomcock on. I have followed your channel for a while. I'm clicking join right now. Thank you. Lord Marshall Tiberius, Lord Doomcock, what's your opinion on ST Axanar? Is that Star Trek?
Star Trek Axanar, yeah.
Okay, yeah. What's your opinion on that?
Well, originally I thought it was great. The Prelude to Axanar short that raised all that $1 million from crowdfunding was brilliant, but unfortunately at this point, I don't know what's going on with it. A lot of the creative team now have differences and have split off, so I really don't know how it would progress. But in theory, if they could get the team back together again, I think it'd be awesome. Nice.
Dead Jeremy, your account. What the hell is that on my face on this Dead Jeremy account? It's fantastic. I love it. Let's see. Ronan Blade, is the High Council going to watch Ivan's version of The Last Jedi? Absolutely. I don't know if we'll watch it all together, but we're all interested and we're all going to check it out. There's no doubt about that. And that'll be out Thursday. Atura77, when I started pointing out all the problems, he tried to tell me how boring the OT was and how great the new movies are. Think he trailed off after seeing the range in my eyes. Okay, for anybody that says the OT is boring, it ceased communication at that point.
Yeah, I would say never talk to that person ever again.
Yeah, and at that point, you're only making yourself dumber by listening to this person. What the hell is EVS guys? Is that Five Guys?
Yeah.
Oh god dang, I'm hungry now.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness.
I don't know how this picture got me. It's an ad about Five Guys, but this picture got me.
That is beautiful. I'm going to Five Guys tomorrow now.
I'm starving. I've not eaten anything all. Oh, wait, I think I had a Chick-fil-A sandwich today, but I'm starving right now.
Oh, that looks fantastic.
It does.
I hate you right now.
Jeremy, you won't eat the stuff on the burger, right?
No, I do put A1 and barbecue sauce on my burger from Five Guys.
Both? It kind of cancels each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's great. I love it. So
I always
A1 and barbecue sauce. Yeah, A1 and barbecue sauce on it. So, and I always get the Cajun fries.
Okay, so do I. There we go. Now we're on the same page for something fun. Like on that one day that we'll share a meal together, I just want to make sure we're going somewhere that's mutually enjoyable.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, I'm bringing the Z to your area when I get confident enough in it, because it's going to be driving everywhere. So we're going to do car videos. I'm going to fit you in. I even got to take the T-tops off. We're fitting you in the car. And we're going to go to Five Guys. Unless there's a better burger joint, although it's hard for me to imagine there's anything better than Five Guys except for, you all know it, In-N-Out Burger.
Let's just save our burger excursion for California next year.
Yes.
Oh my God! Yeah.
We should get the High Council together and do an In-N-Out.
We are going to get fucked up on In-N-Out burgers.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
I want that as a ringtone.
If you guys want to see me get wasted, I will get wasted at an In-N-Out burger. I totally will. These burgers are crack and cocaine. It's absolutely
and they have Bible passages hidden all over the wrapper. Did you know that? Yeah.
I did not know that.
They're a Christian joint. All of the best fast food is Christian. It's weird. It's like Chick-fil-A, In-N-Out.
That's good to know. It's good to know. Yeah. Man, I love In-N-Out. God, I love In-N-Out. But right now I'm thinking Five Guys because I hate EVS for doing that. God, that looks so good.
It does. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's midnight.
Oh, man. All right. So, Ben Davis, there's your new membership. Thank you so much, Ben. Really appreciate that. Commander Pluto, my favorite hero growing up was also my favorite cartoon character, being the original Ben 10. Wanderer, what if someone wants their steak some other way? We ask them politely yet firmly to leave.
That's from King of the Hill.
Laura Story, reminder, Star Wars Celebration 20 ticks on sale Friday. Yes, definitely. There's Mazza Monty's reminder that I missed the super chat, and I got it now. And thank you for being a member, Mazza. I know you're a member along with so many other people. I just want to say thank you. That really means a lot. Heavy Metal, Sonic RM, Hail Doomcock, I'm with you on King of Monsters. Shin Godzilla is where it's at. A horrifying abomination, as it should be. So
Jay Hamilton says Jeremy wants 5 guys in and out. That is not cool. Wow, that's genius.
Yes, that is so good. God. Oh man, our freaking subscribers are amazing.
I can't believe nobody has that been a joke before. I've never heard that.
No, I've never. That's the first time. So
Brilliant.
we're gonna give Jay Hamilton the credit for it. That was good. It's good stuff right there. Oh, that was awesome. All right, Richard Wetfuss. Okay, Jeff. Message received. Won't mention it again.
I honestly don't know what you're talking about.
I can speak for Jeff in this sense. He doesn't know what he's talking. He doesn't know what you're talking about. He wants clarification. So,
unless it's an Always Sunny in Philadelphia reference about the cream pie factory across the street, I have no clue what you're talking about.
Let's see. DJ Nutsack says, "I accept your apology. I'm
sorry. It's a great name.
It is a great name. I accept your apology. I'm stoked to get Cyberfrog first comic book I have ever bought."
Thank you.
There you go. Nice.
Support Cyberfrog Blood Honey. You've got 3 weeks. 3 weeks to buy in Cyberfrog Blood Honey. So thanks everyone who has.
Nice. The Dr. 14 Blu-rays, Scottish Championship Club, Patrick Theistel, have gone woke because they have put the pride flag on their away shirt. Who isn't going woke at this point? I don't know. Jacob says, I'm 19. Does that make me a Gen Z or a millennial? EVS is the gatekeeper of that. So what do you got, EVS?
I don't know. All I know is that Atomic Artist says maybe Jeremy just wants to fill a chick. Now that's better.
Yes,
while 5 guys watch. Better. Yeah. Fill a chick while 5 guys watch. Thank you, Atomic Artist.
Well, hell, that's not even perverted. That's just a career. You know?
Yeah.
You're paid for that.
Multitasking Jeremy. I have to add Ivan's re-edit to the to-do list. Yes, you do. Death Trooper 637. Ever been to Fuddruckers? To me, it's the same level as Five Guys. I've never eaten Fuddruckers.
Dude, it's no longer around, but it's good.
I've never eaten there. So
there was one in Chicago we could have went to next time.
Yeah, definitely.
They have like a freestanding. Basically, you order your burger and fries, and then they hand it to you plain, and there's like a whole salad bar.
So, nice. I have not eaten enough burgers recently. I need to eat more hamburgers.
You do.
I'm starving.
John Wayne style.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's a Fuddruckers in Austin, actually.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you been recently, Doomcock?
Not recently. I used to go a lot more, and I liked it. Like those thick cut fries, and the milkshakes were great.
Nice.
Golly,
I'm getting effed up on Five Guys tomorrow, dude, and I'm gonna go get a milkshake just because Doomcock had to fucking mention a milkshake now. I'm going full EVS tomorrow. I don't even care. So,
animal style. You got to do it. Got to do it.
Lord Marshall Tiberius. Jeremy wants 5 guys inside of him. Who knew? Damn it. Anyway. All right, so this caught us up on Super Chats. So now, EVS, you said Cyberfrog has 3 weeks?
Yeah, please back Cyberfrog Blood Honey. 3 more weeks to do that. You know, what is it? $216,901 so far on the 3rd variant cover, so that's a big deal. Cyberfrog and Vampirella also, WoW just passed those filthy SJW scumbags. $33,590 for that variant cover. I'm talking about the SJWs who did Deadbeats on Kickstarter, like Renfamous. Screw you guys. Waving goodbye in the rearview mirror. Also, guys, All Caps Comics merch is available now. Did you know that? Did I tell you?
Yeah, well, you mentioned that on Twitter earlier, and so feel free to plug that. And
I think I will because, look, people need this. This is something that you need. You can never have too many baseball caps. Let's be honest. Here's the Comic Artist Pro Secrets All Caps Comics baseball cap, which looks amazing. Just available today. It just came out today. So you guys can order this. And obviously, you know, if you're not a baseball cap kind of person, the T-shirt is also available. Look at it. It's just glorious. You can get it in gray, navy blue, or black. And I think this is like the faded version. You can get a distressed version of the All Caps Comics logo. So pretty awesome. Make sure to order yours today. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. All right, Jeff, what you got?
I'll be back tomorrow with a video. I'm going to stay up and finish it. Check out my was it Star Wars, the whatever video I talked about, the scientific study. Sorry, it's late here. I've been up since early this morning. So folks, check that out. It's a good video. I put the same effort into all the stuff. And tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Batman 30th anniversary, 1989, obviously, watch party. Join us. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Perfect. And the man, the myth, the legend, Doomcock. Please feel free to advertise and plug anything you got going on, buddy.
Awesome, man. Well, I've got, like I said, we do the with the Inquisition on Sundays at 8 o'clock Central. This Thursday, we have the Exozone coming up. It's our first Exozone in a long time. Me and Gary, and I'm not sure the details of which channel it's going to be on, but check that out. Also, I've got my Patreon, patreon.com/Doomcock. Hours and hours and hours of exclusive footage, movie reviews, DVD commentaries on classic movies, and more over there. And also subscribestar.com/Doomcock as well. So thank you for those plugs, my friend.
No problem at all. No problem at all. And again, I just want to thank everybody for a great night. We had over 2,000 people for the majority of the show. That's a really good turnout. We, like EVS mentioned earlier, we're going to have some really big announcements probably next week. We've got to work some stuff out this week, but you expect some really positive next level steps for the High Council. You're all going to be excited. It's going to be a big step for us, and we're really excited about that. And it's just great to be part of something that's so supportive of so many people. I mean, Doomcock is a classic example of that. We got a couple super chats. Let's see here. Let me go back to it. Anthony Mata says, "Who would you hook up with, Jen Erso or Ray?" Ray for me.
Like actresses or the character?
I'm assuming. I'm just taking it as just overall. Like I just think Ray looks better than Jen Erso.
Jen Erso, because she's not going to be around for very long, so I won't have to hear that mouth.
Oh God, that was a great answer, EVS.
Thank you.
Yeah. Jacob says 5 guys. Jeremy. What do you mean 5? Do we need there needs to be an In-N-Out Burger account, Jeremy account, because it's literally my favorite place to eat. I don't understand how anybody can eat In-N-Out Burger and not think it's the greatest burger ever.
Can it just be called In-N-Out Jeremy?
No. And I thought about that the moment I started, and I was like, I'm fixing the creative problem here.
In-N-Out Jeremy.
Now there are In-N-Out Burger in Texas, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, how many are they all over the place in Texas, or is it just specific locations?
I don't really know. I mean, I've seen a couple around. I'm not sure exactly where, but they are here.
How about that? How about a car video with Doomcock after we eat 5 guys? That would be amazing. In-N-Out Burger. Would you do a car video with me?
Sure. Absolutely.
Dude, that would be the best thing ever.
That would be really a blast. You come, we can hook up. Yeah, we'll do it.
I'm going to make that my mission because when I travel to San Diego, I'm going to be driving through Texas. The route that I go is like I-10, and that takes me through San Antonio. But Austin's like, about an hour north of San Antonio?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I can definitely make that happen.
Let's do it.
Oh, God. Now they're saying Doomcock in and out of Jeremy. Good God. You guys, I've got to end this stream now.
Yeah, no.
Ham Sandwich says, Hero, Jeremy, Valkyrie, Jeff, check Twitter. So Jeff checked Twitter from Ham Sandwich. Eskimo Phono says, "This is for you, Doomcock."
Thank you, Eskimo Phono, and hail to you, my friend. One of my Legionnaires, actually.
Nice. Achura77, going for In-N-Out right now. I'm jealous if you're fixing to have In-N-Out Burger because it's the best burger ever.
Somebody clipped me saying we're going to get fucked up on In-N-Out Burger, and it's all over Twitter now.
Oh, God.
No.
Yes.
I think it's just
yes. You're my night just got better.
Oh man. Let's see. Speaker for the Dead. Will the helmet fit in the Z car? That's what the T-tops are for. So
That's right.
good.
It pulls it down. Right.
Yeah, so we're good. If we need to remove the T-tops, we'll be good. So we've got that covered. Again, this has been a great episode. I appreciate everything from everybody. I'm gonna go EVS style on this, and I just want to show the merch store for geeksandgamers.com. Look at that. Look at the diversity. Look at the diversity there. Like, come on. No, but seriously, T-shirts, hoodies, hats, tank tops, beanies. Please go
Panties.
support. So not yet, but soon, very
For
soon.
all 5 guys in your life.
But yeah, geeksandgamers.com/store. So please go check that out. And anyway, that's it. So for EVS, for Jeff, for Lord Doomcock, I have been your host, Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. Support all of the fine channels that you have represented here on the High Council. And we would be back next week. Where is it? World Class?
On World Class Bullshitters.
Oh,
So-
hell yeah.
World class bullshitters for potentially. I mean, are we determined? Are we set that we're going to announce this next week, guys?
Let's make it happen.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So next week, tune into the High Council on World Class. You're going to have a big announcement from us about the next step in the future of the High Council. So stay tuned. All right, guys. Have a great night, and we will talk to you later.